It is I, Sushi's your local overworked red panda, live with you today to do some ranking tier list of all the Walt Disney animation movies that has ever been produced by Disney. I tried looking for movies that are only theatrical releases because I do know that this one that I found on tier list maker is composed of movies that are also straight to DVD. There are some here that I have not watched at all because they were straight to DVD, and some that I was too young to even know existed beforehand. Hold on. Ito ne. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. Oh, hello, Trelo! Thank you for the lurk immediately. Trelo just pops in here and then lurks immediately. Thank you. I did see you on Twitter. So yes, thank you so much for the lurk. Just put me in the background as I do my little spiel. We're gonna do a little... Most of the time when I do these streams, I do tend to check on people first before we do the actual stream. But we are late, so I'm capping my 30-minute yap to 15 minutes to 10-minute yap. Okay, eto ne. Before I yap about the movies, congratulations Mirku on getting first. I am so sorry once again for your loss, Aneko. You have been beaten once again by Mirku. It's because you challenged him, Aneko. That's why he's pettily taking first. You shouldn't have made your goals known to him. If you haven't, then you might have taken it. Unseen Stroke says, Mirror, mirror on the world, who's the most cutest red panda of them all? Kiwi. Kiwi is the cutest red panda out of them all. Me? Nah, I'm not cute. I'm adorable. That's different. No, I think it is the same, but also slightly different. You know what? Yeah. His claims don't count. Well, there's not really a timer. There's no actual counter when it comes to these things. So you can say that he has 0 and you have 2. It doesn't really matter. Every day that the counter resets, and it's always 0 for Mirko. But yeah, ito eh. Anyway. So today, let's catch up on what we've done today. Oh my god, para akong teacher. Let's catch up on what happened today. You know, in what do you call this? No, that's not the word. What's the word? I hate bilingualism doing this to me. Fuck, what's the word? I don't know. Sabihin na lang natin na para tayong para-social. How was your day? How was everybody's day? How did you eat? What did you eat? How was your food? How was the day? Eto ne. That kind of stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I'm not... Hello, Kyowa. Welcome to the stream. My day today has been pretty normal. Yes, it doesn't count. Like I said, you can pretend that it's 0 all the time whenever he claims it. Because he just pops in, claims it, and then leaves. It doesn't matter. Eto ne. Yeah, today has been pretty normal. Woke up at 6. Got to work at 8. And that's the grinding on competitive Marvel Rivals. Oh, I was playing Marvel Rivals earlier. I was mostly grinding the skin for Johnny Storm's Future Foundation skin that you have to do I think there's only 9 days left, and I have 3 or 4 more claims to do. So I gotta keep playing it for 4 more days or 3 more days consistently. I'm only doing AI because I don't want the stress of playing with real people against real people and not being able to get the requirements that they need for that skin. So I'm just doing AI. And yeah, I played earlier mostly as Scarlet Witch, just so I could get 60 kills. And I managed to get it in 4 matches. So there's that, grinding, as they say, eto ne. But yeah, today has been pretty normal. But the one funny thing that did happen was that yesterday, apparently the McDonald's Twister Fries has returned to McDonald's. And a lot of people have been lining up to get it since yesterday. So somebody in the office, somebody in the center, because the person that usually budol. Ano English ng budol? That usually asks people if they want to have coffee or they want to have snacks at the end of the day because she's stressed, is not in the office today. She's absent. So me and the rest of my coworkers that are in the same room were like, okay, we don't want coffee, but do we want twister fries? And we were like, yeah, we want twister fries. So we ended up ordering twister fries. I only got the regular one because I also ordered the new McFloat. Ito ne, did you try all the 3 McFloats? The one I tried last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago was the grape McFloat. And then today I also ordered the other one, which was the raspberry. The raspberry was pretty okay, but I think I prefer the grape. I have always been a grape juice kind of person anyway. So grape, and then next time, I don't know when that will be. Maybe next week. So yung sugar ko hindi naman laging pataas, you know. And then I will try the cotton candy one. I think my friend also said that cotton candy wasn't that good, so that's why I tried the raspberry. But grape so far has been the top one for me. I will try the cotton candy, but I trust Kyowa's. I trust Kyowa's judgment. I probably agree. Currently, I agree with this one right now. Maybe when I try cotton candy, it will be different. But yeah, we bought. That's what I did, and then I got home and I tried to be so productive. I swear. So remember that I have a few more Megatrons, or I have a few more Transformers that I didn't transform or showcase on stream when I did the ToyCon haul. Well, I finally started cleaning it up. Yeah, it's been like what, 3 weeks since ToyCon happened, and I haven't cleaned it up on the corner of my room. Well, now I have, and better off with fruit soda sundae because Swift Notes are always 50% ice. That's true. That is true. That's true. I do like the ice cream on it though. The ice cream mixing with the fruit soda. Eto ne. So yun. So I picked it up and then I transformed the legacy. No, not like the leader class. The leader class Transformers animated Megatron and the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of Shattered Friendships Megatron, while looking at YouTube tutorials on how to transform them. So I wasn't using 100% of my brain. I was only using 20. But yeah, well, I was transforming TFA Megatron. I was like, so I knew when I bought the Megatron, the animated Megatron, I knew that it was missing a cannon. I think I might have missed that he was also missing the rotary blades that he has on either sides of his wings, because TFA Megatron is a helicopter with two rotary blades on either ends of his wings. And when I transformed him, I realized that it wasn't just the cannon that was missing. He was also missing the rotary blades, and I was like, I'm probably not going to keep him in his robot form, because I really like animated Megatron's alt mode. So I wanted to keep him in his alt mode. So now I had this brilliant idea that I think if I just want to keep him as this, I can probably find somebody to 3D print or like 3D model or reverse engineer the missing parts and have it printed, so I at least have I'm able to get or cover up his head and also have the cannon, the fusion cannon, the fusion cannon, and the rotary blades, or like his swords. So lucky me, when I went to ToyCon, the last ToyCon, I actually found a 3D printing shop that was advertising their business. And I took a flyer, and in that flyer they offer services such as reverse engineering, 3D modeling, and 3D printing. So I looked for them on Instagram, and thankfully they answered immediately. They haven't answered back yet after they asked if I had like if I had like schematics for the missing part, or if I had the picture of the missing parts. But hold on. I got a Coke float in my uni fair once, and it took less than 10 seconds to drink the liquid. Ooh, sorry about that. Hello, Zacer. Welcome to the stream. Eto na, I'm currently just yapping about my day. If you wanna yap about your day on chat as well, go ahead. I will be reading it after. Eto na. So I messaged. Hello, Kamidak. Hello, welcome to the stream. Eto na. So I messaged them. And then they asked me for pictures of the missing parts and everything. So I scoured the internet of the angles of the different angles of a TFA Megatron of the same model that I did, of the same model that I had. So I managed to find one in this website. I forget the name of the website, but apparently they do buy and sell, and they do what do you call this? They appraise how much or how good a model or a toy that they bought from another collector, and I found out how much a leader class animated Megatron is depending on its current condition. Apparently, it's common for the animated Megatron to have missing parts, particularly the rotary blades, and surprisingly, his cannon is also often missing. So when I looked at the prices, a missing parts costs around 1,600 pesos or around $30, and then the one that's like complete parts but not in mint condition is around $40, and then the one that has like a box but it has been opened, or it's a second-hand model with a box, is around $50 to $60, and then a completely unopened, good condition legacy leader class Megatron would be around $200. And like, damn, everybody's out to get this buddy. Everybody's out to get this model. So I'm just thinking now, because I've been trying to look for one that's like sealed or secondhand, and I couldn't find any except for that one. So I went ahead and bought it. I'm kind of happy that I did buy it. So now I'm just thinking, right now I'm waiting for their reply if they can do it or if they can't do it. Konbanwa, Neon desu! Welcome to the stream. I'm just waiting for the reply if they can do it, because right now they're asking me for like measurements and things, and I don't have that. And then I told them if it's easier for them to like figure out what the size is or what it looks like and model and stuff, I can just go to their shop. It's around in Taft. It's kind of a little ways away from my place, but I can still go there. I know how to get there. And I told them if they need the toy so that they can fit it properly and measure it properly, if they can engineer a part for it, then I'm totally willing to do that, because I really want this model to be complete. It looks okay as it is, but I kind of want it to look very pretty. I really like this model, so I want it to look complete. And then I also transformed the Shattered Friendships Megatron, and he looks very funny. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you'll be able to see what he looks like from underneath. Because normally, if you transform a transformer, right, they would be hiding their head inside, or like they would be hiding their head somewhere, and their torso is usually face down. And this is the funniest looking alt note I have ever seen from the bottom view. He just looks like he's squatting, or like he's squatting and has his hands up. It's kind of hilarious. And then after that, what did I do after that? I'm kind of lost now. What did I do? Oh, I also watched Pointless Hub's 1 hour movie of how TF1 flopped, and it's a very insightful video of why he thinks, or like what made TF1 as one of like the best Transformers movie, and one of probably the best animated Transformers movie. Sorry, G1. 1998? Sorry, 98 movie. Sorry. But yeah, TF1 is like the best new addition to the lore, and how Sentinel Prime was like also the best iteration of Sentinel Prime ever, because it's like a progression of the most complete stereotype he would ever be, which is both arrogant and power hungry. And then he said that he doesn't like Bumblebee in this movie because of Keegan, and I kind of agree. He liked Elita, but he also, as a G1 fan, he said that he's kind of a little weirded out by Elita and Optimus, or like the knowledge that Elita and Optimus are going to be romantically connected in the previous in G1, and now it's expected that it's also going to happen with the TF1 universe. And because of their initial dynamic, it kind of feels weird that that's where he thinks, or like a lot of people expect that's where it's going to be headed. He thinks Optimus, or like Orion, is a little bit of a blank slate, and I agree. He has a personality when he's with D16, but when he like on his own, he's kind of a bland character. He's like the goody two shoes, like how Captain America, or like Steve Rogers was. If he doesn't have anybody to play back and forth with, he's kind of a boring character. but anyway, and a lot of people will agree that the most fleshed out character in TF1 is Megatron, or D16. And he also talked about like the possible reasons why the movie flopped. The first being marketing, of course, marketing. And then the second was that it's possible, that the movie did not know who its audience was. The marketing didn't know how to market it properly, because the movie also doesn't know for what demographic it wanted to make the movie for. Because the Bayverse movies, even though it is pretty shitty, it did put Transformers back into the mainstream, where all the non-TF fans want to watch like a blockbuster mecha movie, You don't have to be a Transformers fan to watch Transformers, Bayverse Transformers, essentially. And it made a lot of money. Now, with TF1, it's clear it's an animated movie, so they're trying to target children. But it also, because of the lore that's written in it, it's targeting mostly fans of the Transformers that are already Transformers fans. And the mainstream people that have watched the Bayverse movies somehow is not interested in watching TF1, because it's not directed by Michael Bay, or it's not as quote-unquote gritty or realistic as the Bayverse, or the normies that have liked the Bayverse movies, or at least tried out Transformers because of the Bayverse movies, are no longer interested in another Transformers movie after the shitty 4 and 5 Bayverse movies. Like that. So there wasn't really a clear-cut audience of who it was going to be, or for who the movie was supposed to be for, except for, of course, Transformers fans. But even then, it's the percentage of the Transformers fans compared to the majority is not enough to make the movie become a blockbuster hit, which is sad. Anyway, that's what I did. I also did like a bunch of other things, but I'm just gonna keep that quiet to myself. And now it shall begin. We have like 60 movies to go through. Whoop! Hey, thank you for the lurk unseen. Okay, so here we go. Disney movie ranking tier list. Like I said, I looked through the bunch of tier lists under the similar theme of Walt Disney Animation Studio films. I tried looking for only theatrical releases versus direct to DVD releases. And I think this is only... Oh, thank you for the follow, Dr. Shooty! Welcome to the stream! I am Sissy, your local overworked red panda. I am a izakaya waitress in the morning and a certified yapper variety streamer at night. I play mostly single player story-based games. Right now we are finishing Red Dead Redemption 2. I would say finishing, but we haven't even gotten past chapter 2 yet. And I do mostly a lot of just chatting streams like this, mostly ranking movies because I am a bit of a movie fan or TV series fan. And I also do a bunch of Marvel Rivals. I play a bunch of Marvel Rivals. I play as much as indie games as I can. I also do some karaoke streams, and most of the time I would do hand cam streams for watercolor and model kit building. And the most important fact about myself is that I like Transformers, and I will not stop yapping about Transformers. When you entered in, I was yapping about Transformers, and I'm gonna keep yapping about Transformers. That's all you need to know. Okay, so right now we're doing a tier list, and like I said, I did try to look for etone. Let me see, hold on. I noticed, yeah! Ito is, so let's see. Okay, so it doesn't have the sequels. Because I see Lady and the Tramp, but I know there's Lady and the Tramp too. There is also 102 Dalmatians. Oh, so these are all theatrical releases. Okay, these are all theatrical releases. They doesn't have straight to DVD. Because they don't have Lion King 1, 2, and 3. They don't have Pocahontas 2 either. They don't have the new Emperor's New Groove 2 either. Alright, okay, so these are all theatrical released Walt Disney Animation Studio films. So before I start yapping for all 60 movies, what is your favorite? I asked chat, what is your favorite Disney animated movie? Pixar is not included. We already did that last week. Which, hold on, let's do a little recap while everybody's thinking about it. Let's do a little recap of what our Pixar tier list looked like. Hi, Tybot! Been a while. How are you? Where is it? Let me check my tier list. Hold on. Wait. Pixar. Where's my Pixar tier list? Okay, here we go. Ba-bam! Okay, here's my Pixar tier list last week. My top favorite Pixar movie was WALL-E, followed by Toy Story 2, Ratatouille, Incredibles, Coco, Monster Inc., Toy Story, the first Toy Story, Up, Nemo, and then Cars. And then like a bunch of other stuff right below there. You can check it out on my Discord or my socials. I think I posted them there. Discord or my socials. There you go. You can check them out there. And right now we're gonna talk about specifically only Disney animated movies. That does not include Pixar. Bit busy, so I just lurked on your last stream. That's fine. Lurkers are so welcome in our streams. So what is chat's favorite Disney channel? Not Disney channel. I did type in accidentally like 2 days ago while trying to look for a tier list for this. Instead of writing Walt Disney original animated movies, I ended up typing Disney original movies, and it included all the original Disney Channel movies, which is a lot. So, damn. Next should be Netflix animated. I actually haven't watched a lot of original Netflix animated movies. Is there a tier list for that? My personal fave is Atlantis. Oh, I agree. I love Atlantis. Oh wait, no, not Atlantis. Treasure Planet is mine. Treasure Planet has a special place in my heart. Atlantis, I've only watched once or twice, I think. But I mostly remember in the first part when they start trying to look for Atlantis. But when they got to Atlantis, that's when my memory starts getting fuzzy. My favorite is Treasure Planet. Yes! Let's go. Kayo yun, that's correct. Yes, this is my crowd. Back to lurking. Alright, thank you, Trello. I haven't watched it all. Yeah, I haven't watched it all either. Most of I think, from my memory, the first ever, or at least there are Disney eras, if I remember correctly. I researched this way back. There are eras in terms of the Disney movies. Like, of course, there's the Renaissance era, there's the Golden era, and all that stuff, and then there's the experimental era or something, and then they started shifting to the 3D era, and the death of the 2D animation era and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go immediately and show you what we're dealing with. Wow, what we're doing. I love the hero and villain so much. It was before the time they made sympathetic villains too on the nose. It actually made sense and didn't take me away from the story. Treasure Planet. Yeah, right? They cook so much with Captain, what's his name? Jimbo and oh my god, I forget his name. But I recently rewatched Treasure Planet this year. It's still great. Okay, so we have Peter Pan and Hercules. Pretty good picks. So I have Peak, which are like movies that are, I think, has high rewatchability and are in general just really good movies in terms of pacing, writing, characters, just everything. 10 out of 10 all of the board. Pretty good are movies that I think are, yeah, pretty good. They're pretty good. Nostalgic are movies that has a bit of, I mean, somebody or like me as well would probably have like nostalgic attachments to, but I don't really think too much about it. And then I also have the haven't seen. I have a lot of movies here that I haven't seen. There are 60 movies in this list. Wish is not yet here. Is Wish here? It's not yet here. We should add Wish. Hold on. But anyway, I'm gonna continue. So then, I don't really have any particular attachments to it, even if it's nostalgic or what. And then there's movies that I haven't seen. We don't talk about Wish, but we have to. That's what it's for. The dog water rank is where it's supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be. Okay, we're just gonna go through this from top to bottom. I did initially think that we should do this by release date, but doing so would make me open up another tab and look for it slowly, one by one, from the titles. So I'm immediately just going to put all the other movies that I haven't watched in haven't seen. So what is this? The Adventures of Jehabad and Method. I haven't seen this one. That's an old one. I surprisingly haven't watched Robin Hood. But I remember some things about this for some reason. Maybe I've seen clips or maybe I've seen snippets of it on Disney Channel when they were playing movies back then, or I may have had a CDR of this. Order you put them in isn't really important. It's the tier of it that matters, right? Yeah. But I kind of know something about Robin Hood, but I haven't watched it, so I'm just gonna put it here on top, a little higher than everything else. Which was a good idea that got smushed around with corporate stuff, right? Especially, everybody got really sad about Wish too, because they had really good concepts when they released like the concept art or like the initial idea for Wish, with the king and the queen both being evil for the sake of being evil, and then Asha might have been a fallen star that turned into a human and was adopted by the king and the queen. It had so many good ideas that could have been like a tribute to original Disney movies, classic princess Disney movies, but also be a little bit of a twist on it. Like, yeah, it's just sad. And then how I liked how everybody in the community just tried to make better songs compared to what was in the movie, which had such a shitty score too. I'm so sad. Robin Hood was shown quite a bit since it was released in 1973, so I've seen growing up as a kid. Was a lot of people's furry awakening. It was, because like I very much remember when I went to Disneyland as like 5 or 6 years old. The Robin Hood characters were walking around sometimes, so I remember this design for Robin Hood very, very vividly. Okay, what else have I not watched? The Black Cauldron I haven't watched, but I heard it's not good. Also, Jehabad and Method. Fox and the Hound. I would put Fox and the Hound in nostalgic, but also a little bit on and nostalgic. Because I remember watching the Fox and the Hound once or twice when I was, again, in the US. And I think my uncle might have put this on. He had like a DVD of it. And he might have put this on TV while we were hanging around in his place. Or I might have watched it on Disney when it was on TV. So it's either... So I have a little bit... I really like the relationship between the Fox and the Hound. And oh my god, the Fox and the Hound is essentially Optimus Prime and Megatron, because they were like friends and then they drifted apart. And then the Hound is now hunting the Fox and all that stuff. Oh shit! But yeah, I remember really liking... Even like as a kid, I realized how tragic and nice the ending was for Fox and the Hound. So I like that despite it having mature themes, the young me was able to understand it by just watching the movie. I haven't seen Black Cauldron in forever, but I loved it as a kid. It was a darker story. Yeah, I heard it was a darker story. If I was watching it for the first time, 5.5, 6.5.10. Ah, okay. Eto ne, what else? The Great Mouse Detective. Okay, this one I actually am nostalgic about. I had a VHS of this movie, but I don't remember much about it. That's the problem. If you no, was it the Great Mouse Detective or is it the American? Okay, hold on. American Mouse. There's this other movie that I watched. It's not the Great American Tail. This one. This is the one that I'm nostalgic for. An American Tail. Oh, it's by Don Bluth. Oh my gosh. But which one? Who made this then? It's not by Disney. Oh, it's by Universal Pictures. 4 months after Disney's Great Mouse Detective was released. Okay, so somewhere out there beneath the pill. Oh, I remember that one too vaguely. Because, like, I specifically remember there being a time when Universal and Disney were all just making mouse movies. And for some reason, young me kind of had this weird amalgamation of both movies in my head. So when I say I've watched The Great Mouse Detective, which I have very vaguely, and then I say I love it, I actually mean that I love American Tail more than I like Great Mouse Detective. I just know that they're both rats. But I prefer American Tail to Great Mouse Detective. American Tail had a hidden topless lady in one of the houses in the original release. If you pause the video right time, you could see it. Damn! There was also another show. I don't know if it's a show or it's another movie made by another animation studio, but there's another mouse movie or show that I remember around that time. Eto ne. See? Oh, it's success along with the blues film The Land Before Time and the Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh, Roger Rabbit. Okay. I love Roger Rabbit. Oliver and Company. Okay, so this one, similar to Robin Hood, I feel like I have watched snippets of, but I don't remember what it's about. Eto ne. Disney has made a lot of animal movies. Like, when they were just starting, huh? A lot of animal movies. The Rescuers. This one, same with Oliver and Company and Robin Hood. I have vague memories of it, but I don't really remember what it's about. Wait, isn't The Rescuers Down Under also a mouse movie? Are you also a mouse movie? It is also a mouse movie. See? Disney had its mouse phase. There's so many mouse movies. The Great Mouse Detective, The Rescuers, American Tail. So many mouse movies, and they're all just piled up together in like some weird soup in my head. I had the same guy as Anastasia. Yeah, at that time, I think a lot of people did not know if an animated movie was made by Disney or by Universal Pictures or 20th Century Fox, because they were trying to. I know that Universal, or who made Anastasia? I know it's not Disney. Don Bluth. It's okay. Don Bluth again. For which production? Fox and Universal. Okay, there you go. Yeah. But do remember the Rescuers Down Under? Oh, here, Rescuers Down Under. So there's two movies. There's the Rescuers and then the Rescuers Down Under. Both don't remember. You remember the bird? Hey, thank you so much for the resub, Envy. Oh, thank you for the hydrate as well. I will drink. Drinky. We're going through these movies very fast. Okay, I don't remember anything about these. Sword in the Stone. Also haven't watched this one. Similar to the Black Cauldron, but by pop culture osmosis, I kinda know what it's about. I sometimes mix up the Black Cauldron and Sword in the Stone with each other. Love Sword in the Stone. I should probably try are these available on Disney Plus? I should probably try watching them. Whenever I have a downtime, I'm gonna go look. I would like to watch Sword in the Stone and Robin Hood. Let me see. Robin Hood. Hiya, di ako marunong mag-type. Robin Hood. Yep, okay, it's here. I will put you in my watch list. And then I will also put Sword in the Stone. If I were to choose between Black Cauldron and Sword in the Stone, if you would recommend me between Black Cauldron or Sword in the Stone, which would you recommend? King Arthur's story is always good to me. Black Cauldron had a sick-ass ride in Disney Tokyo, if I remember correctly. Sword in the Stone. I do like me some Arthurian legends. Wait, is Lilo and Stitch already? Oh, Philippines! Woo! Ito ne, and then Black Cauldron. Hello, Shu! Welcome to the stream! It's okay, we just starting. Because you just entered, what is your favorite Disney movie? First, then Sword in the Stone. Okay, Black Cauldron and then Sword in the Stone. Alright, I'll do that. I'll watch Robin Hood, Black Cauldron, and then Sword in the Stone. Eto ne, what else have I not watched or do not remember much of? Brother Bear, Home to Range, Chicken Little. I've watched all of these. Winnie the Pooh. Why are there two Winnie the Poohs? What's the difference? The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is the first one? And then Winnie the Pooh is the one with the heffalump? No, that's different. What's the difference? We'll find out later. Bambi. Okay. Saludos amigos. The ones that are of their original IPs. I call one of my coworkers Chicken Litter. Why? Okay, Saludos amigos, I haven't watched. The Three Caballeros, I also did not watch. Was this Fun and Fancy Free? Also didn't watch. Melody Time, also didn't watch. And Make My Music, also didn't watch. There you go. And that's all of it. Most of these, I have watched. See, I'm a Disney kid. Why are they in Spanish? I don't know. Maybe Disney was trying something out during that era. Saludos Amigos has Goofy in it and Donald Duck. The Three Caballeros is Donald Duck and these two parrots, I think. They sing. I was about to say Cars. Cars is not a Disney movie. It's a Pixar movie. Disney Pixar, because, you know, Disney, at that point, Disney owned Pixar, but Pixar was still a separate studio. Fantasia is on this list, yes. The Three Caballeros is the Three Musketeers. Nope, no, it's not. The Three Caballeros and Three Musketeers are two different movies. They're two different movies. The Three Musketeers has Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. They're the Three Musketeers. The Three Caballeros only has Donald Duck. Yep. Why is the Three Musketeers isn't here? Huh, I guess it's because it's... Like I said, I think these are all the theatrical movie releases. Disney Plus collection under the same name. So this does not include Pixar, WD Video, Touchstone, or other potential internalized. See, Make My Music is currently the only Disney movie in the Disney canon not on Disney. Huh. Okay. Okay. There's 60 movie. Oh, wait. 60. Is this 60? Okay, hold on. Walt Disney. Walt Disney Animated Studios films. More like memory. It's Bolt. Pretty nice. Pretty good pick. I also like Bolt. Okay, so we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There are 60. According to this, there are 60? 60? I don't know. Walt Disney, Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, Bambi, Saludos Amigos, Three Caballeros, Make My Music, Fancy and Fancy Free, Melody Time, Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Cinderella, Alice Wonderland, Lily and Tramp, Sleeping Beauty, Touchstone. I guess this is the list that they followed. This is the list that they followed. Up until 2021. Atlantis, A Pursuit of Brother Bear. They don't have the sequels. Except for the recent ones. Oh, they don't have Strange World, Wish, and Moana 2. Is Strange World here? Well, there's Raya. Raya's the most recent one here. Raya. Moana 2. Okay, so they cut off up until Encanto. Where's Encanto? Encanto is when they cut it off. Oh man, I wanted to talk about Strange World and Moana 2. I haven't watched Moana 2. So I want to talk about Strange World though. Okay, continuing. Okay, now it's actually time. It is finally time to talk about the movies. Okay, Cinderella, I would say is nostalgic. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Fine. But it's not gonna look cute. It's not gonna look, it's not gonna look like it's the Strange World. Landscape. Poster? Okay, fine. Here. We'll use this. We just gotta download this. Open the picture, brother. Oh no, here. If I save it and Wish as well. The text that says title name. This one. Let's save this one. Save image. This might be a little too big though. Pictures. Strange World. Let's see. If I add it, choose a file name. I will choose a file. And the file says... Oh, there! Yeah! I did it! Yay! Okay, Wish. And Moana 2. Wish. Wish. Okay, we'll save this one. Save Wish. Ugh. Just gonna keep doing that. Thank you for the follow! Legally. Welcome. Are you legal? Are we legally having fun? My name is Sushi, your local overworked red panda. Welcome, you are now a Hamsuuki. And then Moana 2. Has anybody watched Moana 2? I feel like nobody has. My favorite Wish movie is Disney. Wow, very nice. I'm Ichiro. Hello, Ichiro. Oh, you would like to be called Ichiro. I will try to remember that then. Moana. Okay. Choose files. Choose the files. Okay, we got Wish, and then we also have... Where did it go? Oh, there. Okay, Moana 2. Wish and Moana 2. Open. There you go! I'm so good! Okay. Oh, you're from Tokyo! Welcome. Did you do Treasure Island? Not yet. All I've seen is Moana 2 clips on YouTube Shorts. How is the future? Ichiro. You are an hour ahead of me, if I remember correctly. Because I am from the Philippines. So, an hour ahead. Alright. Where was it? Oh, Cinderella. We did Cinderella. I have watched Cinderella a couple of times. Though I think it's a good movie. It wouldn't be a classic Disney movie if it wasn't any good. I think it's good. Would I watch it again? Probably not. I'm not that kind of person anymore. Wow, not that kind of person anymore. I don't know. I'm just not interested in rewatching it. So if I see it on TV, I'll probably like watch it for a while, feel nostalgic about it. But the thing is, from the Cinderella movies, the first movie wasn't my favorite. My favorite one was the third one or the second one. Classic Disney movie where it wasn't messed up when you think about it. Which one was the one where they focused on Anastasia? Cinderella movie. Was that 1 or 2? Cinderella 2, yeah. 2. I like 2 better than 1. You've been to the Philippines. That's good. Where did you go in the Philippines? What did you think about it? Are you a national Japanese?
Philippines!
Oh my god!
Philippines!
Woo! But yeah, Cinderella 1 wasn't that much of a favorite. Cinderella 2 was my favorite out of all the trilogies of Cinderella. But again, it was a direct-to-DVD release and not a theatrical release, so it's not there. Eto ne. Okay, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, this one I'm also nostalgic for. I'll put it a little bit higher. I've only watched Alice in Wonderland once. Compared to Cinderella, where I may have watched it like 2 or 3 times. Alice in Wonderland, I've only watched once. And then every other iteration of Alice in Wonderland was the one that I watched. I only have one very, very vivid memory. When I hear you say Disney Alice in Wonderland, I only remember one thing. The scene where the twins were walking in the beach. I wonder if I can find it. What are the name of the twins again? Alice in Wonderland. Tweedledee and Tweedledum? That's not it. Not that one. The one they were walking along in the beach. Was it this one? This one. Yeah. The walrus and... Ah! That's creepy. Yeah, this one. Wait, no. Is that it? I don't know. I guess it is Walrus and the Carpenter. That was that scene. So Tweedledee and Tweedledum and then Walrus and the Carpenter with like the little baby oysters. That's the one. That's the only scene that I remember from Alice in Wonderland. And then after that, I remember most of the Red Queen's set piece and scene. I've been to Cebu City. Cebu City is pretty nice. Yeah. I load when I open tabs on my Opera. I'm sorry, my setup is not that good. The walrus eating the oysters he was friends with. Yeah. That's the one scene I remember from Alice in Wonderland. What I would say that I actually like thinking about it now, I guess I do like Alice more than I do Cinderella. Because the characters in Alice in Wonderland were all very memorable. I don't really like the Mad Hatter as much. I like the rabbit and I like Cheshire Cat. I like the caterpillar too. I'm eating a bento. What's in your bento? What's inside the bento? Ito ne. So Alice in Wonderland is pretty nostalgic to me. Peter Pan. Ooh, Peter Pan is peak. Okay, I have watched Peter Pan and all the other straight to DVD releases after it. Me and my sisters would have we had a DVD, or was it a DVD or a CDR? But we had a official copy of the disc for Peter Pan. And I really liked the first movie. The second movie, where it was Wendy's daughter going back to to Neverland, and then Peter Pan, seeing Wendy as an adult, and I was like, as a young kid, I realized that, oh shit, this is my first straight pining ship ever. Because I shipped Wendy and Peter Pan without even thinking about it as a kid. I just like Peter Pan. I like how it makes you feel like you're a kid when you watch it. Even if you watch it now as an adult, it's like you could feel very nostalgic about it. You feel as if you're in the movie, feeling the magic and the wonder of being in Neverland. The appeal of staying as a child. It's all there. And then I don't think I've watched 3. Peter Pan 1 and 2 I have watched. And I also really like it's not here, but I don't think it's Disney. I also like Hook. And Pan. I think that's the other one. Or was it the same movie? Okay, Hook is the one with Hook movie. That's the one with what's his name? Okay, this one's Hook with Robin Williams. And there's another one. There's another live action Peter Pan. The one with the fair. This one! Wait, hold on. Is that... Who is... Jason Isaacs was Captain Hook in this movie? Excuse me, Jeremy Sumpter? Okay. Yeah, these ones. I actually really like this one too. The live action Peter Pan. I like this one and Hook a lot. So much so that sometimes my head once again makes an continuity soup between the live action Peter Pan and the first Peter Pan. Even more so when I started watching the Finding Neverland musical. When I watched the Finding Neverland musical, I was having so many, like, all the ideas that I had from the original Peter Pan were all just mixing together. But hey, if you're a fan of Peter Pan, if you're a fan of Peter Pan, I would suggest watching Finding Neverland, the musical, not the movie. I mean, the movie's also good, but I think the musical is the better one. Eto na, yeah. Peter Pan, peak, very peak. Nice movie. I would watch 10 out of 10. Would watch it again. We don't talk about the recent live action Peter Pan. We don't talk about that shit. I've watched that shit and like, I just got angry. He's older than Captain Hook. Older than the Captain Hook chasing him. Yeah, he is. I would agree that Peter Pan is probably the oldest person in Neverland, and you wouldn't know this because he just looks like a boy. Eto na. Okay, Lady and the Tramp. Okay, I have watched Lady and the Tramp as a kid and as an adult, and for both times, in both instances, I got bored with Lady and the Tramp. So it's an movie for me. I don't have anything against it. I just don't think it's for me. I'm sorry, Lady and the Tramp, but I think that Lady and the Tramp is one of their iconic dog designs. Never stood out to me because I agree. I also like Aristocats. Where is it? Let's get Aristocats. Where is it? I saw it kanina. Where was it? Where is it? Brother, where is it? Oh my god, I can't find. Is it not here? There. Oh, it's right there. Aristocats. Pretty. Oh wait, I would say nostalgic. I don't know if I'm going to rewatch it now. If I would rewatch Aristocats now, I don't know if it would still be pretty good to me. But just thinking about it now, I have rewatched Aristocats almost the same amount of times as I did Peter Pan, if I remember correctly. And the very, very vivid memory I have of the Aristocats is the Siamese cats. The "We Are Siamese, If You Please" kind of racist song. That's the one scene that I vividly remember from Aristocats, and sometimes randomly that song would play in my head. Oh wait, that's from Lady and the Tramp? Was it Aristocats? Oh well, never mind then. See? Amalgamation soup. Okay. That would be Lady and the Tramp. The Aristocats then would be the bar? The bar where all the cats are singing? Anyway, Aristocats. I like Aristocats. Bitch ass cat just shitted on Lady. Damn, well I guess that's the only thing I remember about Lady and the Tramp. What do I remember about Aristocats? It's a movie about social classism. But yeah, I would say I'm nostalgic for this. Would I be more nostalgic about this than Alice in Wonderland or Cinderella? Okay, since I can't remember a scene about it, I guess I'll put it back down. But, you know, were they released at the same time? Aristocats. When was Aristocats released? Aristocats. Rescuers Down Under, Black Cauldron. Aristocats. And then Lady and the Tramp. Aristocats is 1970. 1955. Okay, so they're almost right beside each other. Okay. That's why there was an Asian joke. They were right beside each other. Sleeping Beauty. I mean, a lot. Yeah, yes, they do. Especially the old ones. Okay, Sleeping Beauty. Pretty good. I remember really liking Sleeping Beauty. Out of all the Okay, I'm just gonna rank all the princesses movies right away. Little Mermaid, peak as shit. Beauty and the Beast, peak as shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, peak as shit. A little higher. Okay, higher. Beauty and the Beast, fucking peak. Pocahontas. It's an eh. What else? Mulan, peak, right beside Beauty and the Beast. Snow White, pretty good. What else? And then I will just talk about them right beside each other. All the princess movies. Classic princess movies. I'll stop with Princess and the Frog, because that's the last 2D. Peak! Okay. Alright. Here we go. Sleeping Beauty, I really liked it because as a kid, for some reason, I just understood what was happening. Also, I just like Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty. Newest Snow White is ruining my childhood. It is. I haven't watched the newest Snow White yet. Should I? Because I watched The Little Mermaid and I just zoned the fuck out. Right, well, Sleeping Beauty, pretty good. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. My main gripe here is that Snow White's voice is really fucking high. But I do like it has a special place in my heart because it is the first Technicolor full theatrical release animated movie that was ever made. Based on my research, it is the first fully Technicolored or fully colored animated movie ever released. I know there are some claims that are fighting against that, but a lot of textbooks would say that this is the first colored animated movie. Feature length colored animated movie. Yeah, you gotta make sure it has the word feature length on it. Eto ne. I enjoyed the dwarves. I enjoyed Snow White's Prince Charming in this movie. The evil queen is very evil. I like the magic mirror was really nice too. A lot of elements that started from Snow White kind of bled through the other princesses movies, so it's pretty good. Newest movie makes the dwarves a living nightmare. Ugh. Okay, and then after Snow White, let's go to Pocahontas. Oh, how is she enjoying her ramen? So then the Pocahontas. I have watched this so many times, and in the times that I have watched it, I did not remember a single thing, or I may have stopped it halfway and then tried to start it all over again. I was just not interested in Pocahontas. Oh man, now I wish I had ramen. Should I cook a cup noodle? I feel like I shouldn't, because I'm trying to catch my calorie intake. Well, I'm not really counting my calories, but I'm trying to lessen the amount of snacks I try to eat. But man, cup noodle sounds nice right now. It's pretty cold too. Oh man, should I? Should I? No, I shan't. I shan't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. My dinner was cup noodle. Gusto ko ng cup noodle! I just bought Nissan beef noodle last Sunday. We'll get to Atlantis later. We're gonna go through the but I really like oh no, not Atlantis. I keep amalgamation soup. Treasure Planet. Atlantis, I like the first part. The latter half I keep forgetting. The movie was Japanese instant ramen is the best I had. I don't want it! Spicy pork tonkatsu. Putang ina! Spicy tonkatsu! The movie was based on the English dude's creepy accounts of his ventures in America. Which one is this? Oh yeah, Pocahontas. The original story, John Smith meets Pocahontas when she was 11 years old and then buys her as a slave later when she's 20. Yeah, that's the part where after like when I got older and then I started watching like essays on Disney movies, that's when I found out that the real Pocahontas, so actually not even, I found out about the real story of Pocahontas before the video essays was from Night at the Museum. The second Night at the Museum. Wasn't she there? Or was it that? No, not Pocahontas. Was Pocahontas in one of the Night at the Museum? Pocahontas. She wasn't she? Yeah. Oh no, it was Sacagawea. I kind of Anyway, I think I might have found out something about, for some reason, like I jumped from finding out about Sacagawea and then figuring out about the real Pocahontas not being, like the Pocahontas movie not really using the life of the real Pocahontas. Pretty sure she was in the first one. Who? Pocahontas or Sacagawea? Spicy miso. The husband wasn't John Smith. I learned it from Adam Conover. And yeah, anyway. I'm sorry for the Pocahontas fans. The only vivid memory I have of Pocahontas is the song Colors of the Wind, where it shows you the face of the grandma on the tree. The tree grandma. Poca was way younger when John visited, but when he wrote his biography, he aged her up and claimed she was into him. Creepy as a fam omen. Totoo, creepy a fam. You can send me some Japanese ramen? Oh, I would love that. Yes, I would love that. Ramen! Can we stop talking about food? I'm getting hungry. I'm not supposed to get hungry. Somehow an overpaid exec read that and really thought this would make a great G-rated movie. Fuck that movie. Yeah, nobody... The only thing anybody remembers about Pocahontas is the Colors of the Wind song. As far as I... At least with me. What after that? Okay, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. I just really like Little Mermaid. I'm pretty sure when I was younger, the ones that I always rewatched out of all the Disney princess movies, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and Little Mermaid were the ones that I rewatched. No wonder they're my peak for me. Little Mermaid has great songs. Ariel is really adorable. I like that I don't know. I like that she knows what she wants very clearly, and she's gonna fucking rebel against her father to do that. And she's gonna be stupid and make a deal with the sea witch just to meet a boy. I can't believe it. This teenager goes out to meet a boy. Savages. No, you can't. Oh. Grimtails. Polka is the one out of two. Everything's better downward sweater. Cinderella's the French version, not the Grims. There's a Disney in Tokyo. Yes, I know, but there is Disney Tokyo, and then is there a difference between Disney Sea and Disney Tokyo Disneyland? Is there a difference? Because I know a lot of my friends that are going to Tokyo, a lot of my friends going to Japan right now are trying to go to Disney Sea. And I think that's different from Tokyo Disneyland. I've been to Tokyo Disneyland when I was in Japan for a while. Like way back. I was way younger. I've been to Tokyo Disneyland. Pretty nice. Eto ne. A lot of... Little Mermaid just has a lot of memorable characters. And at some point when I was younger, I guess I might have memorized this movie along with Mulan and Beauty and the Beast. With the amount of times I have watched it. You know how children right now has like brain rot? At some point when I was younger, I'm pretty sure I brain rotted Little Mermaid, Mulan, and Beauty and the Beast all at the same time. Okay, Mulan. I just like Mulan. I don't know what to tell you. You're a ramen chef and you're eating ramen? Damn! Tokyo Disney Sea is a theme park in Tokyo. So it's different from Tokyo Disneyland. Is one country allowed to have 2 Disneylands? Because you know how, well, America has like 3 fucking Disneylands. Lea Salonga and Ming Na Wen, the goats. Yeah. I just like how this story is paced. Even as a young kid, I was seated the fuck down and I understood what was happening. You know, Mulan as the only daughter, the oldest living daughter, wants to save her dad from having to go to the military, probably having a high chance to fucking kill himself because, you know, he's old, he can't really fight that well anymore. So she sacrifices herself to take her dad's place. There's this whole I really like the 3 quote-unquote stooges side characters. I like Shang. I like Mushu. He's very funny. Cricket is very funny. The Emperor is also pretty fucking cool. What's the name of the Hun character that they have? Shang? No, what? No. I forget the Hun, the Attila the Hun character that they have. Shame on your cow! Tokyo Disney is a resort. They're in the same location. Oh, trust me, you would like this ramen. Oh, probably. I would probably like that ramen. I probably would. You don't have to second guess. I probably would like your ramen. Eto ne. And I just like the message in this movie. Like, as a young kid, I managed to understand what they were trying to tell with Mulan. Honor thy family, but also be true to yourself. Something like that. Totally not the gay commander. Totally not the gay commander. I kind of figured that out around grade school, I guess, when I was rewatching Mulan and starting to get introduced to those kinds of social concepts with my friends. Okay, Beauty and the Beast. Fucking peak, man. The songs are top tier. The side characters are top tier. Belle, literally the romance between Belle and Beast is top tier, even though it is sort of a, what's it called, Stockholm syndrome kind of. There is a debate with the whole it being a Stockholm syndrome probably relationship thing, but doesn't fucking matter. It's romantic as fuck. Eto ne. Do I speak Japanese? I do not, unfortunately. I would say that I speak as much Japanese as a anime fan would. I have tried studying Japanese on my own. It has failed me. I have failed miserably, like at least 5 times. What do you think of its live action, The Beauty and the Beast? It's pretty okay. Out of the live action Disney princesses, I think Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast are the only ones worth watching. Yo, where's Aladdin? Aladdin is also pretty okay. Aladdin is peak. I would put it a little bit here. I'm gonna do Busy Up. Go ahead. Yeah, you did say that you were born and raised in Japan. So I would say that it is your native language. Hey! Beauty and the Beast is the least horrifying original story for a Disney movie. Is Beauty and the Beast an original movie? Isn't it not also derived from something? Beauty... Is it an original movie? Isn't it based off something? Is it an original? It is based on a French fairy tale. Yeah. Except for the Beast is underage. I just really like Beauty and the Beast. It's a pretty nice story. Gaston is funny. Like again, when I younger watching this, realizing that it's a great movie. Yeah, it's fun. Fairy tale conversion. A fairy tale conversion? A fairy tale conversion? Oh, you mean like, yeah, they took a fairy tale and then made it into a movie. Tourists with Japanese letter tattoos are funny. Do they know? Well, yeah, if you're a non-native Japanese speaker, and then you tattoo yourself with Japanese letters, and you're also not fluent in Japanese, then you just kind of put in whatever it is on your skin because it looks cool. It's in Japanese. It's kind of funny. Yeah. What are some of the funniest tattoos that you've seen that foreigner had on their skin? Gaston Banger song. I saw someone tattooed with bra. Bra? Like the word bra? We had a Disney play in HS. One of the other sections adapted Beauty and the Beast, and the Gaston sequence was fire. Gaston. The live action was pretty fun. I really like the Beauty and the Beast live action. I do think Emma Stone singing is the least impressive in that movie, but everything else was pretty fun. The Cinderella live action movie, I don't remember much of. I just know that consensus-wise, the only two good live action princess remakes were Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. The Snow White live action is not even the best Snow White live action, I would say. It's not the one made by Disney. It's Mirror Mirror. Mirror Mirror is my best Snow White adaptation. Live action adaptation. That's it! Let's go! Mirror Mirror! Mirror Mirror! That's... Mulan live action was just mid. I didn't enjoy the live action Mulan. The live action Little Mermaid, I was pretty okay with Halle Berry as Ariel herself, but everything else around her was kind of bad. There was also the Snow White and the Huntsman, but I didn't really. I think it's an okay take. It's more. I think this one is more accurate-ish to the fairy tale. But you know, I really enjoyed Mirror Mirror because of the Bollywood vibes. This gut thought it said ramen. Nope, it said I eat crap. What? Oh! Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, poor guy. I feel like if you were going to tattoo yourself with Japanese characters, or at least foreign characters on your body, you should at least ask a native speaker if that's what it says. But then again, even if you do ask a native speaker, they'll probably lie to you about it unless you're like close friends, and they care for what permanent thing you put in your body, on your body, not in your body, on your body. Eto ne. What else am I? Aladdin is just a really fun movie. Similar to Beauty and the Beast and Mulan, I have rewatched Aladdin so many times just because of Robin Williams. The characters in Aladdin are also really great. The plot progression is nice. Even as a kid, I could follow what was happening. I hate and also love Jafar. I'm trying to figure out where my love for a certain archetype of character started, because it definitely wasn't anime. It started somewhere. Because like my favorite character archetype in anime is those arrogant, evil for evil's sake, and they love being evil, or they love scheming and being mischievous kind of characters. And I'm trying to figure out because the first character that I ever like to the bone was Lelouch Lamperouge and Orihaya Izaya. And I'm like, okay, there has to be a certain point where I started liking that archetype. Starscream also falls into that category. And I'm trying to remember if maybe Jafar started it. Maybe it was Jafar's fault. Because like, I love him, but I also hate him. I hate him because he's evil, but also I can't hate how much I love how he loves being evil. Does that make sense? Oh, no, it wasn't. Scar! Scar started it! Fucking peak. Lion King. Lion King. We're gonna go about this now. Aladdin is on this list. Yes. I just said, it's right there. Here, Aladdin. Saw a Japanese person wearing a shirt that says, I eat ass in English. Tattoos are taboo here due to certain group. Yes. The Yakuza, right? But I read an article that the Yakuza are dying. Like, their little group. At least the big groups. The big Yakuza groups are dying out. This is all Jafar's fault. Look, the reason I like Starscream might have been Jafar's fault, but now looking back at it, I think it was Scar's fault. The reason I like those character archetype was because of Scar. Oh, they're not. Okay. But anyway, moving on. Peak fucking movie. If you're not familiar, my favorite movie of all time is actually Lion King. It probably would have changed, but I just can't put any other movie, like any recent movies, that I loved as much as I did Lion King. Maybe there's a little bit of nostalgia in there. In my letterbox, she was a furry. What do you mean was? I still am! The reason I'm a furry is because of Lion King! And it's all Scar's fault! Everything changed for the Yakuza when Goro Majima got cancer. There was also just a quote from a parody musical Twisted combined Aladdin and Wicked. Yeah, I haven't actually watched Twisted. That's by ano, diba? Is that the one by Star Kid Production? I haven't watched that one. My furry side is because of Amy Rose from Sonic. Mine is because of Lion King. Okay, so since we're done talking about Aladdin, we're talking about Lion King. Lion King is just perfect across the board. It's a retelling of Macbeth, if I remember correctly. It's a retelling of Macbeth. And I don't know, Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, the characters are all just very iconic. The songs are amazing, even made so tenfold by the musical adaptation of Lion King, where they added more folk type music in it. Like, damn, it's just great all around. And then like the succeeding movies after that, like Lion King 2 and then Lion King 1.5, were also pretty great direct to DVD additions to the franchise. We don't talk about the live action Lion King or Mufasa. We don't talk about that. No, we don't. They messed up the lore that was added by Lion King the Lion's Guard. I have not watched Lion King the Lion's Guard, but I know that fucking Disney Junior show had new lore for the Lion King timeline, and they just shat on it when they released Mufasa. Timon and Pumbaa. At some point, I was so obsessed with Lion King, I could recite the entire screenplay for the first and second movie, especially the third one, by heart. I couldn't do it now, but I was that obsessed with Lion King when I was a kid. I didn't have any plushies or like any merch from Lion King. I would just play the movie, say the lines along with them while they were saying it, and sing. Yes, even 1.5, especially 1.5. I fucking knew those lines. Like the reason I also like Lion King is because they had one of my favorite ever theater comedians. Who was the voice of Timon? I keep forgetting his name. Timon, Lion King. Who was his voice? Nathan Lane. When I started getting into movies, and I found that, because I really enjoyed the way Timon was voice acted by Nathan Lane, to the point that I started watching Nathan Lane's entire entire filmography. I haven't watched all of it, but I watched a couple of them. Yeah, he was in Stuart Little. Mouse Hunt was one of my favorites of Nathan Lane. I also really like The Producers. Mid-Century Modern is a new show that I would watch just because he's in there, but I haven't gotten to it. I think it's a comedy. He's just a really funny guy. I just really like Nathan Lane. And it's all thanks to Lion King that I discovered Nathan Lane. Listening to sorry, I'm gonna read through. Lee Galley, you're listening to Baby Metal. I like Baby Metal. They're gonna come here in October. I haven't bought a ticket yet, and I'm wondering if I should, because I have too many concerts, or have spent too much already on concerts, and there's going to be Shrek the Musical as well at the end of October. So I'm gonna have to decide between Baby Metal or Shrek the Musical. Shrek the Musical is currently winning, but I do want to watch Baby Metal. I don't know if the tickets are still available. Yeah, they're coming here on October. Baby Metal Philippines. I think they got their tour here was cancelled beforehand, but now they're going to be here on October 13th. Yes, I can use chopsticks. I also like to drink. I am an alcoholic. Well, I say that as a baby beam. Okay, hold on. Baby beam time. Holy fuck! Wait, hold on. But my first story when? No! Whoa! 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 My first story! Wait! Whoa! Go back! Holy fuck! Skydome, SM North. Oh shit! I love my first story. Wait! That's oh no! I'm not available on the 24th! No! I'm not available on the 24th! I'm gonna go to a birthday party of my friend! We're gonna go to Laguna! No! I'm gonna screenshot this and weep. No! Come back, my first story! Come back! Okay, where is it? Baby Metal. Oh, Mayday Parade! Hey, Mayday Parade! If you're a fan of Mayday Parade, they're gonna be here on September 24th. Oh, I'm a Baby Mo. I'm on Baba Mo! Baba Mo! Oh, no pat. There, Baby Metal! October 10, October 8, they're gonna be, oh wait, I'm covering it. Whoop! October 8, they're gonna be in our Coliseum. There you go. I think they already started selling, tickets already. They started selling tickets. Tickets available June 14. Yeah, they already started selling. When are the tickets available? That's all. Okay, now close this. I can't believe this. Come on. I don't believe this. My first story. Come back. I'm sad now. I'm dead. Well, I'll think about Baby Metal. I'll think about more onto it. But right now, Shrek the Musical is winning more than Baby Metal. But I do also want Baby Metal. I think I prefer watching rock bands and concerts than pop groups. I don't know. Okay, now where was I? Where were we? Did I talk about most of these ones? Oh, Princess in the Plug. Princess in the Plug is also, we'll say it's peak, or we'll say pretty good. Looking back at it now, maybe it's more pretty good. Okay, so Princess in the Plug. I like the characters. I like Tiana. I like the song in this movie. I like
I like the whole Evangeline subplot with Ray. You're going to Yokohama for Baby Metal. Enjoy! Enjoy the concert! Huh. Ito nga, I also, it's also the last 2D Disney movie ever produced. Because after Pinky in the Fog, it's suddenly, Frozen. But, fun fact, Frozen was supposed to be a 2D animated movie. Similar to Pinky in the Fog. But then they ended up changing it and turning it into a 3D movie. And, everything else that Disney made from then on has now become a 3D movie. Oh, Tangled. I was like, Tangled is peak. Well, what's about Tangled? Tangled. Peak. Yeah, okay, so after Princess in the Frog, it was Tangled. Right? After Princess in the Frog, they were Tangled. Princess in the Frog. Princess in the Frog. Oh, Tangled. Yeah. Okay. So, Princess in the Frog and then Tangled. They were already starting to do the 3D animation style and cup. I really like the relationship of Rapunzel and Eugene Fitzherbert. I like the horse. I really like Mother Gothel, even though she's like, a creep. Keeping a young lady inside the tower so she could caress her hair. The songs of Tangled are also great. The comedy is great.
I actually haven't watched the sequel show.
Absolutely pathetic.
What the hell? What was that? Why did the pathetic... What? Did I press something? Why did that play? Anyway. So yun nga, no? Eto na. I didn't watch the sequel show, but I have seen the clips, and I know that the songs in the sequel show were pretty great. Oh my god! I am now a red panda! Why do you do this to me? Yeah. It was late because I was currently in my baby beam. The thing is, when you make me change my model and do the other redeems, it's going to happen after the first redeem, or like the model redeem is finished. So a little word of advice: don't redeem any sound or item redeems while I am in a different mode. Do you want good sake? I would also like good sake. Yes, I'm not much of a sake person. I would drink sake. Eto, Tangled. So then that's when, after Tangled, the next princess movie that they were going to do was Frozen. And like I said, they wanted to go back to 2D animation for the princess movie, but because of Tangled and with what they were gonna try and do with the ice and everything, they decided that it would be much more cost effective to do it as a 3D animation movie. So they did, and then they never looked back, because 2D animation is very costly and time consuming compared to 3D animation, and it's kind of sad because I do miss Disney animated movies that were 2D animated. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I drink. Like I said, I just told everybody that the redeems do not work if I am in a different mode. It will happen later. The dwarves from the new Snow White were AI. Really? They were AI animated? They're AI animated? That's kind of sad. Oh man, Disney is just making really bad executive decisions. For 2 years. Then why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep doing it then, huh? Okay, we're gonna go to the other princesses movies then. Okay, Frozen? I would say, despite the hate for Frozen, I think the movie was pretty good. It wouldn't have been as widespread in popularity as it was if it wasn't actually good. The people that hate on something good just want to be different. Yeah, there's hate for Frozen because, it became really popular. Let It Go was played on every speaker out in public or played on everything. There is Frozen hate. Okay? It's there. Yeah, from the overplayed songs, yeah. You know, it was hated on because it was popular. You know, but I think Frozen was pretty good. It's a great story about two sisters, one hiding her powers because she wanted to protect her sister, and then too much hiding of herself ended up becoming the worst thing that ever happened to Arendelle and all that. The characters were great. The twist villain, I think Frozen was the first time they ever tried doing twist villains, and they kept doing it ever since, and it got pretty old pretty fast. But you know, the twist villain in Frozen was pretty great. No notes. Fuck Hans. Non-romantically, derogatorily. Fuck Hans. Frozen 2. Frozen 2, I would say, is still pretty good. There are some I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of an eh. Okay, I'll put it as an eh. A little bit higher than Lady and the Tramp. I'm out of sake. Get some more? Question mark? Or, you know, just stop drinking. It is pretty late now. It's like almost 12 o'clock for you there. And I do listen to Japanese rock, yes, but not as much anymore. When I was like, say, in college or high school, when I was really into the weeb phase of my life, weeb phase, or you know, yeah, weeb phase of my life, I listened to a lot of Japanese rock. Now I mostly only listen to 1 O'Clock, My First Story, my god, Amazarashi. I also listen to the Oral Cigarettes. Eto ne. Who else? There's another. What's the name of that band that sang? Hold on, where's my playlist for Japanese playlist? Hold on, let me check. I'm really bad at remembering names on the spot. It's at the bottom. Rock bands, no? Bands. Ito ne, not that one. Unison Square, occasionally, but I'm not really following most of their songs. Ito ne, not that one. King Nu! Yeah, King Nu. I tried to listen. Neo-Japonism. I really like Neo-Japonism. Who else? Yeah. Those are the Japanese bands that I listen to. Yeah, Man of Division is pretty cool, but I don't really follow like every new release, unlike what I do with 1 O'Clock, My First Story, Oral Cigarettes, King Nu. Yeah. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, Frozen 2. I think it's a good additional lore to Frozen. Was it necessary? Not really. Are the songs better than the first one? No. But Show Yourself is a pretty nice song. And you know how Frozen has Let It Go? Frozen 2 has 2 songs that were like great ballads. But they ended up... they had Show Yourself and Into the Unknown. And they were both pretty good songs. I kind of don't like how they shoved Sven out of the story and it just focused again on Anna and Elsa. But I guess, you know, Frozen, the first Frozen being a story about sisters. Frozen 2 is also a story about sisters. And also figuring out how much their ancestors fucked up with North Soldra. Okay, what after this? Oh, more Disney princess movies. Moana or Raya? Moana first. Moana the first movie? was pretty good. Would I say it's peak? Better than Princess or the Frog? No. Was it better Sleeping Beauty? Better than Snow White? I think it was pretty good. I don't really think much about it. It's an okay movie. And then Moana 2, I did not watch yet. Haven't seen. Would I want to watch it? No. Do I feel like it's dog water? Probably not. Would it be a better movie if they actually polished it? Actually made a movie instead of clipping? Because I heard Moana 2 was supposed to be a short series on Disney Plus. And then executives decided to cut series production and turn it into a movie instead. And because the series was already almost done with production, what the team did was tried to cut up and put together a working final movie or a working theatrical release. Moana 2 was the first 2 episodes. I like the Shining Song and You're Welcome, but other than that, I don't remember one. 3 eps. Yeah, so it really felt like it's an incomplete story. Or at least that's what I heard from like the reviews that I have seen about Moana. But I haven't watched it myself. So, you know, it's just a little sad. That's what ended up happening to it. Okay, Raya the Last Dragon. Oh my god, can I have another category? Such a disappointment. Because like, I don't want to say that it's dog water. Because it wasn't. I had a fair share of enjoyment with it. I would say that it is disappointing though. Okay, we're gonna put it. Disappointed! Disappointed with Raya! Why would I be disappointed? What the hell is this? That's so funny. Okay. Disappointed! Because like, everybody was really excited about Raya. Especially Southeast Asia. We were very excited for Raya. Because they were giving us our first sea princess. Our first, our first mainstream produced by the biggest animation studio in the world. Giving us representation. And everybody was excited. Yeah, because everybody did. Because, like, it is our first official representation as a group of people. And then they were saying that it's kind of like Avatar, where different nations have their own culture and everything. And then they released the video. What? It's just an ordinary VTuber. Oh my goodness, you are fucking gorgeous. Even more than Beyonce. Oh my god, not Beyonce. You can call me gorgeous, sweetie, but not as gorgeous as Beyonce. Never do that to the goddess. But hey, welcome to the stream. I am Sushi, your local overworked red panda. I hail from the Philippines. I am a izakaya waitress in the morning, and a certified yapper in the evening. Talking about mostly anything and everything under the sun. That's currently my fixation. Right now, we are doing a Disney movie tier list. And as I have asked the rest of the Hamskis, what is your favorite Disney movie? Nix. We're just talking about Raya right now. There is this one specific clip, or like one specific screenshot from Raya that got everybody, that started the downward spiral of everybody's enthusiasm for Raya. Raya the Tribes. This one. To be honest, it's an I think it's an but I have, as a Filipino that was really excited about Raya, I was just disappointed with how much they fucking failed to create a good lore behind all the different nations that was in Raya, all inspired by different sea countries. So, which was it? It was... Do they have it here? Okay, so there's the tribes, right? There's the different tribes in Raya. And all the tribes are inspired by a specific group of people in Southeast Asia. I don't remember which countries they were specifically inspired by, but a lot of the people were kind of disappointed with how simplified all of the designs were. How very much simplified the clothes for all the tribes were, when C is one of those group of nations where textile and fabric is a very important part of our culture. Similar to how the Mayan, the Peruvians kind of hated Emperor's New Groove. I think it was Peruvians with the Incan and the Mayans, and how they were kind of like mix and match, and how Cusco's red clothes is not even Incan. I think Incan. Yeah. Don't quote me on that. It's not my area of expertise, or it's not my culture to share. But either way, we had the same problem. Essentially, we have the same problem with the way that they homogenized all of the cultures together to make it look seamless, that even though they are different tribes, they are all under one banner, which is kind of dumb. Because like, even though we are of course we are different cultures and everything, but the fact that our cultures might be very different. If you go to Southeast Asia, you go to Malaysia, you go to Thailand, you go to Indonesia, you go to Philippines, yes, we are different people, but there are some things in our culture that we share that we just call differently. So to see what they have done to homogenize the culture of every sea nation is just like a slap to our faces. Like, everybody was so excited, and then this is what you come up with? It was supposed to be a completely different movie, but they fucked up bad and slapped it together rather than got a good movie. For Emperor's New Groove. I will talk about Emperor's New Groove later. But yeah, Raya was like a disappointment. And then there was the fact that what I really liked about Raya was maybe this girl. I forget her name. This girl and Raya's relationship. But at the same time, I just didn't like Raya as a protagonist. Like, I think she was just making... I need to rewatch Raya for me to like get my entire thoughts on it. But a lot of the problems in Raya the Last Dragon was kind of because of Raya. Not even her, who like the pseudo antagonist. It was just Raya. Anyway, it's a disappointment because of that. Would have been nice if it was a good representation of C. But what can we do? It's over and done with. Wish! Absolute dog water! Fucking destroy it! I have said my spiel about it earlier already. And yes, Wish could have been so good as a 100-year anniversary movie. You know, Disney was returning to its roots, a classic Disney princess movie. There's a star. It's about making wishes. You know, it's the whole brand of Disney to make wishes, make your dreams come true, that sort of thing. When you make a wish upon a star, the idea probably was that they were going to take that when you make a wish upon a star, so Wish, you know, it's a good idea for a 100-year anniversary movie. But then the executives fucked it up by, you know, meddling. The songs were not that good. The sudden, actually, what's her name? The main character for Wish also wasn't that interesting because everybody was getting tired of the quirky protagonist, the quirky girl protagonist. Like, you know, if they were going to go back to their base roots to make this as princessy as possible, nobody was gonna get angry. I don't think any, well, it might have been, I don't know. Maybe the situation would have been different if, what's her name? Fuck, I forget her name. Wish. Asha. Maybe it would have been different if Asha... The comments about this movie would have been very different if Asha was indeed a stereotypical Disney princess. But, you know, the the original concept art for, or the concept for the original concept for Wish was that it was going to be a love story too, like a love story a love story between Asha and the star, who was gonna be like a Jack Frost character, where he turns into a star boy and stuff, a shape-shifting star boy, and she falls in love with the star boy, and then she's like an adopted daughter of the king and the queen, who are actually evil, making like shilling the whole idea that give us your wishes and we will make them come true, and then that the idea of wishes makes them even more powerful, so they're greedy for power couple, like, and then like if they're gonna go back to their base roots and have a villain be evil, or like be a villain, have a villain be evil for evil's sake, just because they like being evil, it would have been perfect. You have a king and a queen. It's not just a king, it's not just a queen, it's both of them. And then they're Asha's parents, and now she has to rebel against her parents to save the wishes of the people. And also it's a love story with the star boy. It was close to being perfect, and then executives just decided to be shit about it. So now it's an absolute dog water. There's also the whole conversation with how it's animated. I know that everybody kind of figured they were trying to go for a storybook vibe, but also make use of 3D animation at the same time. But it wasn't really working. It kind of felt half finished. Like the movie felt half finished. And at this point, movies like Spider-Verse, Klaus, which was a 2D animated film made to look like 3D, Mitchells and the Machines, a lot of DreamWorks movies are starting to give a different style to 3D animated movies, and then suddenly this was Disney's response to that. It felt very lackluster for a 100-year anniversary, a shit story, shit anime, well, not so impressive animation coming from the world's quote-unquote leading animation production company, and it's not giving. Yeah, everybody was disappointed with Wish. Movies in general have been in a downward slope. They spend more getting one single actor than most of the movie budget. Yeah, they are. Disney's executives haven't been making the best decisions. Eto ne. Okay, what's next? We have a couple more. We have an hour to go through. Okay, 101 Dalmatians. I would say it's on the borderline of pretty good and nostalgic. Would I say would I put 101 Dalmatians above Alice in Wonderland, or would I switch them? Where's the Goofy movie? You're right, it's not here. Oh, because I don't think the Goofy movie was... Goofy movie. Hold on. Was Goofy movie a theatrical release? Or was it straight to DVD? It's not here, eh. It's television animation, that's why. It's television animation. This is only Animation Studios. Yeah, if it's made by the television leg or the television division of Disney, then it's not gonna be here. It has to be full theater length movies, unfortunately. Oh, that's why the Three Musketeers isn't here, because that's also made by the television division. Okay, makes sense. Okay, 101 Dalmatians was pretty good. I remember it. Okay, no, I'm switching it. Alice in Wonderland and then 101 Dalmatians. I will put this one a little bit lower than Aristocats. Because or a little bit... Yeah, a little bit higher than Aristocats. Because while I do like Aristocats, 101 Dalmatians was pretty good. I'll put it here. I have no comments about 101 Dalmatians. It's been a while since I last watched the movie. Jungle Book. Okay, I actually really like Jungle Book, especially the second movie. Jungle Book 2. Maybe, okay, I'll put it nostalgic. I feel like I'm just nostalgic about the Jungle Book series, because this is one of those series like similar to Lion King, where I would watch repeatedly non-stop, including the second movie. I think the second movie was better than the first movie, but there's just something special about Jungle Book to me. I can't explain it. It's a boy being found in the forest, and then the wild child, you know, he finds family in the forest. Shere Khan, the snake. I really like the snake dude. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel very nostalgic about Jungle Book. You know, nostalgic. That's the tier list. Nostalgic about it. Eto ne. Okay, what is the difference between the adventures? I was a stupid kid when my relatives made me watch Jungle Book and got confused why he left the jungle and then it just ended. Yeah, the ending of the Jungle Book was actually very abrupt, wasn't it? But then when I was watching it, I watched the first one and then immediately jumped to the second movie, so it just felt like baby's first idea of binge watching. So it felt seamless to watch it, but if you just watch it as Jungle Book and then you didn't know there was a Jungle Book 2, it would be very weird because it really just ended. Mowgli decided to go to the human town because he saw a fucking girl. Insane! A wild child who only ever knew animals, doesn't even know a lick of human language, decided to, hey, I'ma go follow the little girl. Winnie the Pooh. Okay, what's the difference between the adventure... Mogsim! Okay, Winnie the Pooh and the Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Which one came first? Okay, Winnie the Pooh came first. Oh, the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh came first. And then followed by Winnie the Pooh. Okay, so the thing is, the only Winnie the Pooh movie that I remember is the Half-a-Lump movie. Plot. Previously, Winnie the Pooh featurettes, A.A. Milne. The short scene... It's a Winnie the Pooh on a day for Eeyore. So they're just snippets. And then I might have watched this, but I really don't remember what it's about. What about just the Winnie the Pooh? The Winnie the Pooh. Where is it? Oh, there, Winnie the Pooh. 2011. I only remember Tigger forgetting to bounce. Takes me inside the book, which tells the adventures. Oh, he ran out of honey. Okay, this is the one I remember. Tails gone missing, asked for honey. Disagrees, decides to hunt down and attack the Baksan. Left behind the gang. Donkey under swing. Teeter had a fight. Struggling Rabbit's plan. Pooh falls in the Baksan pit after emptying honey a puppet. Rabbit party tries to use ears anchored to free Pooh. Search for honey, visit house. The real Baksan, who is revealed to be a very nice and gentle creature. Baksan. Okay, so I don't remember the Many Adventures, but I remember this one. I will put this in nostalgic. I don't remember. I think I might have watched this one too. I'll just put it in nostalgic just to be sure. Hello, Sean. Hello, how are you doing? Got a grip? Eeyore was my favorite, even though he was always depressed. Who was my favorite? I think Roo was my favorite, because I really just remember the Half-a-Lump movie. Half-a-Lump. Half-a-Lump. 2005 film. Wow, that's okay. Half-a-Lump. I just really like this one a lot. This is the one Disney. This is the one Winnie the Pooh movie that I've rewatched over and over again. It's cute. I like this one. Okay, we're just gonna put them there. A little bit higher than the Great Mouse Detective, because I at least remember them. A little bit lower than Fox and the Hound. I'm sleepy already. Okay. What can we go through? Home on the Range. Oh my god, Home on the Range. I am nostalgic about Home on the Range. I know a lot of people don't like this movie, but I remember putting this on the DVD on repeat when I was younger. Essentially, Home on the Range is about these 3 cows wanting to save this old lady's Nope, it's just me. Don't worry about it. It was me. It was me the entire time. Okay, hold on. I am trying to connect to my old Wi-Fi. Not. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. Wait, hold on. We back. Yalla. We back. Wait, let me just do. Let me reset this. Okay, and then resetting. Fix it up as well. Hold on. Right? It wouldn't be a Sue stream without the crashes. The thing is, my internet has been crashing since earlier this evening and this afternoon. It's been crashing. So it was only just a matter of time for it to crash again. Before I actually pressed start streaming, it crashed again. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, okay, there you go. It should be, that should be ready. Alright, Home on the Range. Not much to say. It's a pretty weird movie, but I enjoyed it a lot as a kid, so it's nostalgic. Okay, a little bit higher than Fox and the Hound, because I really do not remember a little bit about Great Mouse Detective or Fox and the Hound, other than that, you know, the Fox and the Hound were frenemies. Who can we go through? Okay, we talked about, okay, we're gonna go through Fantasia and Dinosaur. Fantasia 2000, and then Dinosaur. Dinosaur is eh. I remember really liking this movie when I first watched it. And then looking back at it now, there wasn't really a plot at all to Dinosaur. It's just that, you know, these dinosaurs kind of are migrating somewhere because there was a drought. And then the meteor comes to kill them all. The entire movie was just them migrating to some place. I really like the monkeys. I like the monkey family. And that was it. But it's just really funny. Maybe I wasn't that age. You know how I feel like as a kid, you're supposed to go through certain fixations that you're not. You have to choose a fixation. You either become a dinosaur kid or you become an animal kid. Like, you know, like zoo animals, farm animals. It's either of the two. And then after dinosaurs, you go to either become a Greek mythology fan, and then after that you end up either you start from there, you diverge from becoming an anime fan or becoming a normie. I don't know, it's like it's this thing that I have. Where does your path diverge? I was a dinosaur kid until I saw Dragon Ball Z. See everybody go the dinosaur space kid. Oh, yeah, you either become a dinosaur or you become a space kid, right? There's like these interests that are shilled to us by society, and everybody just has to go through the phase. Me, I guess I was a dinosaur kid. Was I into space? Not really. I was into dinosaurs. I was a dinosaur to animal kid. I think I was the same too. I was a dinosaur to animal kid, and then I discovered anime, and that's where I just stayed until I discovered movies, and then that's where I stayed, and then I discovered Transformers, and then that's where I stayed. We live in a society that tells us what we should be interested in. So whatever's cheap on you. Yeah, that's why I see a lot of kids having like 50 pesos Transformers, cheap ass Transformer knockoffs from the sari-sari stores or Changian, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I started too, buddy. My dad would buy pirated compilation DVDs of science stuff. So was a dino animal to animate a furry kid? No, I have always been a furry. Were you not here when I said that I found out the reason why I like my favorite character archetype was the asshole, scheming bastard? Like Orihaya Izaya and Lelouch Lamperouche was because of Scar from Lion King. And I watched this movie when I was like 5. The reason I have my favorite character archetype is because of Scar. Not surprising, to be honest. I have found the source. Looking through illegal DVDs back in the 70s, it was peak. Sue is a scaly. Damn, dinosaurs subconsciously awakened something in her. Yes, I am also a scaly. But my true scaly awakening has always been and forever will be Shape of Water. Not dinosaurs. It's Shape of Water. Okay, going through this really fast. Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. I don't remember the difference between Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. I do remember watching Fantasia 2000 though. I am nostalgic about this one. My favorite Fantasia was just music. Okay, so then I probably haven't seen this one. But I'll put this on top either way. On top of Robin Hood. There you go. Not a single lyric from Fantasia. Even the snake guy from Jungle Book. Hey, the snake guy from Jungle Book was my favorite character in Jungle Book. Oh my god, maybe I really was a scaly from the beginning. What are all these realizations? Disney, it was your fault! It's your fault I am this way! It's the song. Was Wizard Mickey and Satan on the Mountain. Yeah, I remember Fantasia 2000 having Wizard Mickey as well. And Chernabog. The demon in the mountain. Thanks, Disney. But either way, I like Fantasia 2000. The hypnotic snake, hypnotizing snake. Guess I was hypnotized and I just didn't know it. I was hypnotized. Aside from the snake, I also found Shere Khan hot. Young me. Like, you find Scar and then Shere Khan hot. Okay, to be fair, I like the reason why I like Scar was because his design was great. And with Shere Khan, I think I liked his voice. Of course you did. Fantasia was basically animations created to sync with the music, so that I guess Fantasia 2 was basically AMVs. So if that's the case, then I could just put them together. Because they were both great. Okay, Pinocchio. Pinocchio was pretty good. Was it a favorite movie of mine? No. Would I watch it again and again? Probably. But Pinocchio as a movie is just okay. I think I preferred Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. But that one's a pretty weird. Pretty weird and pretty dark. Pinocchio taught me how to smoke at 4 years old. Oh! What's your personal fave, Shudu? Hunchback of Notre Dame. I have nostalgic feelings about Hunchback of Notre Dame. Zesty Pinocchio. I don't want to watch the Zesty Pinocchio. I don't want to do it. You can't make me. I don't want to watch it. No. But father, when will you let me to go out on my own? I still need to watch Del Toro. Give me time travel puppets. Community goal? Community goal? Watch the Zesty. Father, but can I leave to be on my own? Oh my god. My favorite character in Pinocchio was the fox. I'm not meeting the furry allegations. asshole. He's hot. He was the complete package. Oh god. Okay, moving on. Okay. Okay, let's find all the animals, shall we? Let's do all the animal related movies. Animal related movies immediately goes to Zootopia. Okay, Zootopia's peak. Remember when she talked about fixation pipelines? This was for her sexual awakening pipeline. Weaselton? No! Hey, figure out the pattern. Who do you think is my favorite character? It's not fucking Weaselton. It's not Weaselton. What is the pattern of all the furry characters that I ended up liking? You know what? Sure, the bull. Idris Elba being thick and muscular and with that voice, and he's like a really good police chief. Sure, the bull. No, but yes, you're right. The leopard? I'm sorry, the leopard? What leopard? What leopard? Oh, one of the police guys. The leopard. No, not the leopard. He doesn't have a speaking role. They're orange. Oh, the tiger. The backup dancer. The backup dancers for Gazelle. No. The zesty tiger. No. It's Nick. Nick is my favorite character. Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you're go around. Boo, look. But the thing is, with Zootopia, I've only watched this like once or twice, and I think the story is great. I think it's funny. I really like the lore building or like the world building that they have in this movie. But like, would I say Nick Wilde is one of my top favorite characters, Disney characters of all time? No. Like, would he be at the same level of the same way how quickly I like the fox from Pinocchio? No. No, stop talking about Julie like that. Stop. Baka magkaroon tayo ng miscarriage dito. Up. Zootopia 2 is coming out though. Are you excited? Are you anticipating to watch it, or are you just gonna like wait for it to come out on Disney Plus? I don't know if I want to watch Zootopia 2 on cinemas. I don't know if I do. R24 was insane. There's so many of them. There's so many. But anyway, like, I think it's peak because of the whole social commentary that they were trying to do with the predators versus prey. The twist villain that came from Frozen moving to Zootopia was not really as well thought of as a lot of people would have hoped. It was kind of expected that it was gonna be a prey that was kind of doing this whole black propaganda against the predators, but pretty good movie, pretty nice new IP essentially. Then they had the world that they had felt like it was lived in by animals and not just humans pretending to be animals. Does that make sense? Unlike, what was that movie from Pixar? Unlike Onward, where clearly the entire world is lived in by magical creatures, but somehow the vehicles, the schools, the houses all look like as though they were lived in by people and not by magical creatures. Jam Lola Bunny. Oh my. Let's not talk about Space Jam Lola Bunny. Shall we? She was definitely a sexual awakening for me. This was how I found out at a young age that maybe I wasn't as straight as I assumed as I was. Or maybe I was just down bad for Lola. Me, I'm down bad for Lola Bunny. I'm down bad for her. Bro, who wouldn't be? Look, man, maybe if maybe I wasn't a straight, because like if I asked another girl Hey, are you down bad for Lola Bunny? She'd probably say no. 1997. Thank you so much for the follow. Tacoma Water Pump Gasket. What a name. Thank you for the follow. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Shakes fist. But also, I was definitely also a Bugs Bunny fucker. What's good, potato chips? What's good, Taco Man? We're just talking about Disney movies and ranking them in my tier list, and chat kind of realizing that maybe I was a furry from the start. So what's up, Doc? Man, I love Bugs Bunny a lot. Even more so when I realized that there was a so-called gender bent version of Bugs Bunny that wasn't just him cross-dressing. Lola Bunny. My god. And the way that she was, oh shit, we should watch the Looney Tunes live action aside from just Space Jam, okay? That's something that we should watch. Hindi ko pa nga, you know when I said that we were supposed to watch like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and it never happened? We're gonna add more into the list. So it's the ranking the Disney animals. Ranking the Disney animals. Is that what we want to do next? Is there a ranking Disney animals? Wait long. Ranking Disney animals tier list. Is there one? Create Disney animals tier list. Community rankings. What is this? What is this? There's nothing there. Disney animals tier list. There is. There it is. Yo, I love Brendan Fraser in that movie too. Looney Tunes Back in Action was amazing. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! There is! Can we use this? Can we use this? Okay, I'm gonna put a pin on this. I'm gonna put a pin on this. We're gonna do I can't believe that we found our next tier list. Anyway, okay. Zootopia, pretty okay. Pretty peak. I like the story building. I like the world. Oh, thank you for the follow, Shrimposes! Wait, what do you remember? What did you remember? Huh? What did you remember? Eto ne. So then, after Zootopia, Tarzan. Also peak. I'm sorry, one of my favorite movies ever is Tarzan. Who was it that composed the songs for Tarzan? Was it? No. Phil Collins! Phil Collins fucking set the piano on fire! Chat, fun fact, she used to argue she wasn't a fur. She just has animal ears. Well, I've been a VTuber for 3 years. I'm pretty sure I have aired out my dirty laundry and you figured me out like what? How? Figured me out like the back of your hand. I remember half of my female straight friends are down bad for the horse from Rapunzel. Not me! Guess I'm not straight! Hello, John! Welcome! I can't judge. Yeah, he cooked real hard in Tarzan. The entire soundtrack for Tarzan is just insane. Like, the plot too, the characters in it, I kind of... Is there a character that I didn't like in Tarzan? Not really. I still even though he was an asshole, I still kind of like how much of a douche the main bad guy was. And then, like, the month that learning human stuff brought a tear to my eye. Tarzan just has this very special place in my heart. It's really well made. It's heartfelt. And then the ending that still haunts me to this day. Like, when I was a kid, when I watched this, I don't think I realized that... What's his name? I just call him Gascon number 2, but he's not Gascon. What's his name? The other guy. Clayton. I call him Gascon too, but it's actually Clayton. When I was younger, when I watched this like the first few times, I didn't realize how Clayton died. And then when I watched it around when I was a little bit older, that's when I realized the split-second lightning flash showed that Clayton got choked to death when he was falling with the vines, and that's when I was, oh shit. This movie, the death scene, me realizing the death scene, that was how brutal the death scene was, made it rise up all the way to peak. Do I like it better? Okay, here we go. Where am I gonna put you? I do like it better than Peter. Do I like it better than Peter Pan? Do I like it better than Mulan? Beauty Beast or The Lion King? Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Peter Pan, Tarzan. Yes, I don't think I'm okay with this for now. But it was the cool kind. Even the death scene of his parents were kind of brutal. When the cheetah? Jaguar? I like because people died. No, you don't understand. It's a kids movie, quote unquote kids movie. And then they have the gall to show somebody dying like that in a split second. It's a ballsy move. Ballsy ass move. And technically, if you think about it, Tarzan had something to do with killing Clayton, even though he did try to save Clayton, and Clayton was stubborn enough to not get help, and thus fell to his death and ended up getting strangled by the vines. You know, technically, Tarzan killed Clayton. Violence, yes. Also Sue, probably. Okay, Hercules. Oh wait, hold on. Tarzan, what else do we do? Oh yeah, the other animal movies. Bolt. I would say Bolt was pretty good. Not a lot of people like Bolt. But I do, because it reminded me, I haven't watched, what's that Jim Carrey movie? What's the Jim Carrey movie that has the same idea? Jim Carrey movie, reality show, Truman Show. There you go, Truman Show. Yeah, I haven't watched the Truman Show yet at that time when I started watching Bolt. But I think I like Bolt because it has, after I watched Truman Show, I think I like the fact that it kind of had that vibe, but it was made for children. Because Truman Show was kind of more for the adult audience. So now when was Truman Show done? 1998. Bolt was in 2005? 2008. So having that little reimagining of Truman Show for children with animals was kind of nice. Cinema! It was great! Truman was phenomenal. It was a great movie. But yeah, I also like, you know, him finding his own family and all that stuff. Bolt was nice. Exactly part of why Bolt is memorable for me. I agree. It has, watching Truman Show after I knew that I liked Bolt for that coming of age story of where like he finds out that everything he knew was a lie and then building a life outside of that lie that he's been living, gave me like a newfound appreciation for the Truman Show. And then 5K Bolt Corn. It's also really funny how at the end it kind of became a commentary as well on how shows high rating shows at this point in time in the television industry. If a TV show has high ratings, they are never ever going to end it until its ratings go diving off a cliff. Does that make sense? And that's what happened with the Bolt show. Ugugu, was it Ugugu? What's her name? What do you mean? Ugugu was her name? What do you mean? It's like after Bolt and then the girl, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, Miley, yeah. Miley Cyrus, yeah. Miley Cyrus voiced Penny. After Penny and Bolt decided to leave the cast of the show. What the executives ended up doing was like, Penny got plastic surgery as a form of witness protection, and then suddenly aliens were involved and stuff like that. yeah, she did voice the girl in both. Like, and then the hamster guy, who was like Bolt's #1 fan, said like the show was no longer as good as it used to be, and that people were, and then like the writers were just making shit up. The landscape of television at that time was like that, and yes, that was a fun commentary, timed commentary. Bambi. Okay, I actually, where would I put Bambi? I would put it in. Oh, where would I put that? I would put it right beside Pocahontas. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I actually don't remember a lot about Bambi. How many I got left? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. I got 16. 16 left. Bambi is... Yeah, but I don't remember much about Bambi. I think the only part that I remember about this is when Thumper was thumping on the ground because the skunk made slow eyes at him. That's it. That's the one thing I remember about Bambi. Not even the dad or like the mom getting shot. It's Thumper. So I am on the air. Making sultry eyes, slow sultry eyes. The skunk was making slow sultry eyes at Thumper being horny. That's the one thing I remember about Bambi. Little Chicken Little. Y'all. Cause I don't know, I found the rest of the movie boring as a kid. I guess like Pocahontas. Maybe if I watch it now, it would be a different experience. But Chicken Little is peak. You cannot tell me otherwise. I will put it a little bit higher than Zootopia. Now I'll put it higher than Aladdin. Now, okay, that's a little too much praise. Higher than Zootopia. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. There's an acorn in the sky. So tell me what you want, what you really want. So tell me what you want, what you really want. I wanna really. Oh man, Chicken Little. Chicken fucking Little. Higher than Aladdin would be wild. That's why I put it lower. Okay, you know what? Let's put it a little bit lower than Zootopia. I can't do this. I can't understand Chicken Little, but it's a classic. The lady in the end, like end credits, they made her hot. Wait, which lady? Which lady in Chicken Little? I just remember Foxy. Foxy was such a bitch. She was so mean. Foxy was so mean for Chicken Little for no fucking reason. It's like she made it her life's mission to make Chicken Little the butt of the joke. It was during their end credit. They were in the cinema. I don't remember. I'll be right back searching hot chicken little lady. Wait, I want to search it. Hot Chicken Little lady. That's now. Oh my god. Wait, the duck? The duck? The duck? They made her hot? Oh wait, because wasn't it because they yeah, they made the movie of them where they were turned into like superheroes, right? 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 And then they made her hot in the movie? Yeah, there. Ace Abby. yeah, this one. yeah, there. Okay, I remember it now. They made her hot. This is what happens when you sell your life story to a movie, like a $1 billion Hollywood production company. Do not sell your life story to them. They made Chicken Little like this badass agent. Oh. Oh man, Chicken Little. Oh, Chicken Little. You know, if I watch this again, do you think the animation would have held up? Probably not. Would it still be great? Yes. Do I want a Chicken Little that has a more refined animation? No. I do not want a remake of Chicken Little. I just want to keep watching it as though they were like made out of clay. But it'll be hilarious. Hercules. Oh, fucking peak, man. Fucking peak. Put it up there. I like Do I like Hercules better than Aladdin? Yes. Okay, now here's another one. Who do you think is my favorite character in Hercules? Remember the character archetypes that I like. Who is my favorite character from Hercules? I would put it a little bit higher than Little Mermaid. No, that's okay. Lower, Little Mermaid. I think everybody's favorite was Hades, man. Oh, Pinocchio. Pinocchio is here. Pretty good. There. Yeah, everybody just likes Hades. And I like him too. I like him too. Come on, man. Who voiced Hades' nuts? Yeah, Hades' nuts are on fire. Get some fire extinguisher for those nuts. Yep. I like Hades, and that's about it. Yeah. I turned. Me? It's Hades? Now imagine if I get angry, my hair turns blue. What about that? Idea for another model. I love Hades too. Where's 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea? You mean Strange World? Okay, moving on. Emperor's New Groove. Okay. I'm sorry, but this shit is peak. I'm putting it higher than Hercules. No, higher than Peter Pan. I'm sorry. I was obsessed with Emperor's New Groove. I was so obsessed with Emperor's New Groove. You know when I said that when I was younger, I have practically memorized all the lines of Lion King 2, and Lion King 1.5? That is the same with Emperor's New Groove. I remember all the lines. I remember all the... It's like comedy gold! They broke the fourth wall. Everybody was dumb. Yzma was like both competent and incompetent. Oh my god, peak movie. Squeakity, sweetie, squeakin'. Oh my god, I just love Emperor's New Groove. And you know how Kronk's character archetype kind of just... Kronk's character practically affected the landscape of what it is to have a himbo. Also, the fact that Kronk looks like Buff Markiplier. Who voiced Kronk? Patrick Warburton. There we go. Every time he's here. Okay, here. Patrick Warburton. Because of how much I've memorized Emperor's New Groove, every time I hear Patrick Warburton's voice in anything without me even knowing it's him, I just go, that's motherfucking Kronk! I guess he's the first voice actor that I had like this little immediate recognition for. Can you do it? No, I can't. I can't do a Patrick Warburton impression. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it confidently. Maybe if with enough practice I can try, but not right now. Oh my, he's old. The last time I've ever seen Patrick Warburton was in He was in the Netflix adaptation of A Series of Unfortunate Events, right? He was the narrator. I mean, Gilbert Gottfried is someone you would recognize even if you weren't trying. Gilbert Gottfried? Name is familiar. Who did he voice that I remember? Do I remember any? Am I Jafar? No, not Jafar. What's the name of the parrot? The parrot! Yeah, the parrot! The bird, yeah. Yeah, I guess I would. But I haven't seen a lot of movies where I had a chance to recognize his voice. He voiced the parrot in... There was a parrot in Hercules? Iago, yeah, it's Iago. In Aladdin, not Hercules. Okay, but yeah. This is my current tier list. Okay, next. Atlantis. Alright. Here, we'll put Atlantis up here. Pretty good. Right below Princess and the Frog. Isunod na natin yung Treasure Planet. No, fuck it. Treasure Planet up there. Woo! Okay, Atlantis. Like I said earlier, Atlantis, I only mostly remember the first half when they were trying to reach Atlantis. I like the side characters and how easily you could like figure out what their personalities were and what they were doing. You would not believe me when I say that my favorite character in Atlantis is her. Audrey Ramirez is my favorite character in Atlantis. The mole guy was pretty funny too. I like the mole guy too. Yeah, Aubrey was my favorite character. It's hard to rate it higher because it wasn't storied enough. Yeah, I remember there being a series after the movie, but I don't think I've watched the series. But yeah, the initial introduction of the characters, of them... No, that's very believable for you. Is it? Is it? Why? What is with her? I guess she just looks cool. And she's hot. And she's hot. She's also, I guess, like, she's not girly girl. She's a mechanic. She has really cute hair. She has a cute hat. I like Audrey. Because of that? Yeah, then after the character introductions, when they get to Atlantis, I don't really remember much. I did recently rewatch it, so I remember more of it now. But before I did my rewatch, I didn't really remember a lot about Atlantis. Just the first half, and the mole guy and Audrey. That was it. Now, Treasure Planet. Road to El Dorado is by DreamWorks. It's not by Disney. I can do a DreamWorks tier list next time. That would be nice. Hey. Treasure Planet. My sister and I were both obsessed with this movie. Like, I didn't memorize every line in it, like Lion King and Emperor's New Groove, but Treasure Planet, I guess, was my awakening to sci-fi. This was my introduction to liking stories about found family, sci-fi, and what else? And just good storytelling. You're only doing, yes, only the animated, yes. And it's really sad to find out as a kid, like when I was starting to read into like Disney movies and like the business and stuff, that Treasure Planet actually bombed in theaters. And that made me feel really bad because I really loved this movie as a kid. Like, my favorite concepts in it was, the entire, how the steampunk aesthetic was. They had a map in an essentially, they have this map of the universe inside a golden ball that was essentially, and could only be opened like it was a fucking Rubik's Cube. The moon from the planet they were in is not actually a moon. Well, technically it is a moon, but it's also the main space station. And then the spaceships, spaceships that are actual ships in space. The alien designs, the characters, what's his name? Treasure Planet. What's his name? The captain. Not Amelia. John Silver. Wow. Oh, Martin Short was Ben. The stacked voice acting cast, they all did pretty well with their voice acting. And I just really like the relationship between Jimbo and John Silver. I don't know how to explain it. I guess my love for great character writing and character relationships driving the plot forward instead of the plot driving the characters forward might have started with Treasure Planet. Unconsciously, subconsciously might have started with Treasure Planet. And because the promotion focused on the romance, with who? It pointed to as the movie that killed 2D animation. Because of all the 3D and stuff cost a lot of money. Yeah, I would at that point in time, I would say that this is probably a very expensive movie to produce. Because when was Treasure Planet released? When did it? Treasure Planet was 2002? 2002, yeah, 2002. Because Lilo and Stitch was a fully 2D animated. And then by Treasure Planet, they started introducing 3D in it. What right? What romance with who? Captain Amelia and the dog scientist when they're not even the main characters? Oh my god, promotion, man. Marketing is where it's at. And then what else do I like? But just the relationship between Jimbo and John Silver is the best. While Silver was out here, he just wants to get the gold. As a pirate, he was gonna get the gold, steal everything from Jimbo, use Jimbo to get to the map, and then he ends up having a genuine connection with Jimbo. Like he's the son he's never had, and then Jimbo connecting with Silver as though he's been this father figure he's never had. The emotional conflict by the end too, like god damn, they cooked with this movie. Yeah, because like Jimbo also knew that the cook that I'm with, or like that's my father figure right now, is absolutely definitely a really bad pirate, and he will kill everybody if I don't do what he wants. But like he also wants to make him proud. When Disney was starting to do its slate of live action remakes, a lot of people really wanted Disney to give Treasure Planet and Atlantis a chance at being a live action remake. Because like the movies that they remade for live action, all the Disney princess movies, their animated counterparts were already perfect. They were like flawless. They're timeless. They could have at least taken a property that has a cult following already, and their first, well, I wouldn't know, they would for sure know, but if you sort of revive a movie that flopped when it came out and then make it better, market it better, and you already know that it has a cult following, people will watch it. And it has been a hot minute since we had like a proper steampunk movie on the screen. Treasure Planet with its characters and the story writing and everything would have been perfect for it. Atlantis too, if they just fix it a little bit. But Treasure Planet was perfect. I don't think Disney ever gonna touch Treasure Planet again if they're only looking for numbers. Oh my god, you're absolutely fucking right. Have we changed CEOs yet? Has Disney changed CEOs yet? Or is it still Bob Iger? Welcome! Wait, let's leave Bob Iger's face away from here. Welcome, Raiders! I am Sushi, your local overworked red panda. I am an izakaya waitress by day and a certified yapper and variety streamer at night. I am from the Philippines and I mostly play single player story-based games. Right now, I am focused on finishing Red Dead Redemption 2. And then if I'm not playing single story based, oh my god, another one! God! Oh my god, it's a double raid! Hello. Oh my god, yes, go ahead. Go to sleep, Rhea. Mwah! Good night. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god, so many people! Welcome, Raiders. How are you doing, Kal? I will once again introduce myself. I am Sushi, your local overworked red panda. I work as an izakaya waitress by day and a certified yapper and variety streamer at night. I like to play single. What the whisper? Hello, welcome, Raiders. I am Sushi, your local overworked red panda. You know who I am. This is the third time I am saying it. Oh my god, it's a raid trade. Hey, thank you so much for the raids, everybody. Like I said, I mostly play single player based story RPG games like Red Dead Redemption 2. I also yap a lot. I yap a lot about movies. I yap about a lot of series, anime, but not as often anymore. And then I sometimes draw, but not as much. I like to sing, but I can't sing as often as I would want to because I will wake up my parents and my sisters and they will knock on my door and tell me to shut the fuck up. So here we are, just playing games. I also tend to play Marvel Rivals, a little bit of Pokemon Unite, but it's been a hot minute. I mostly play games on my console rather than Steam because if I play it on Steam, you see this live 2D model? It's gonna lag. I also do hand cam streams, mostly for watercolor and model kit building. So if you're a fan of Gundam or my current fixation and the cause of all my financial troubles, Transformers, then you go ahead and follow me. So if Rhea, I know Rhea went to sleep. Night, Rhea. If Cal and Whisper are still here, what is your favorite Disney animation movie? Can't wait to scream and cry with you in Peak. Yeah, on Thursday, by the way. On Thursday, I will not be streaming my end because I am afraid that my setup will not be able to handle running OBS, Peak, and Discord at the same time. So I will be in Calcifer's stream. We're going to be playing Peak with Spider Lily and Midnight Callie, who no longer streams, but is still available for collabs. Yes, if you're interested in that, go follow Calcifer right now, and then I will just link in the description below. Wow, link in the description below. Link her channel once we're live on Thursday. 9 p.m. still, I think. Anyway, ayun na nga, no? So from the Raiders, Treasure Planet. Where's my Emperor's New Groove? Right here, buddy! So yun, right here is like on my top 5. So right now, our top 5 movies. My favorite movie of all time, Lion King, followed by Treasure Planet, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and then Emperor's New Groove. See, this red panda has taste. See, this is why I said I like movies. I'm kidding. As you should. Followed by Peter Pan, Tarzan, Hercules, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Tangled, Zootopia, and Chicken Little. If you have any violent reactions with me putting Chicken Little here on top, then maybe you should have the sky fall on you, huh? I like Lion King too because Kiwi! Yeah. No, me. I agree. The thing is though, it only has the theatrical released movies, not the sequel movies, direct to DVD movies like Lion King 2 or One and a Half, or the other Mulan 2, Peter Pan 2, Little Mermaid 2, what else has a number 2 on it? The three, not, yeah, no, Sleeping Beauty, no. The 3 Cinderella movies, also not here. 102 Dalmatians, not here. My Goofy movie is not here because it's made by the television department, not the theatrical department. Apparently they're two different actually no, they are still two different studios, because even Disney right now, the TV animation studio is different from like the movie studio. Okay, continuing on. The rest of the raiders, the new chatters here, eto na, you can just drop in what your favorite Disney movie is. What about Atlantis? Atlantis is in my pretty good. Because like I said earlier, for like the fifth time, I don't know. I like the first half of Atlantis. Before I had my rewatch sometime around this year or late last year, I could not for the life of me remember what the plot of Atlantis was. I just knew that Milo was dorkily adorable. I fucking love Audrey. The mole man was funny. And I liked the character introductions and the character dynamics, and that was it. I got rated! We got rated! Chicken Little is Peakest base. Treasure Island? Treasure Planet? Up here. That's my second favorite Disney movie. Treasure Planet. Fucking Peak! Peak! Okay, Prince of Egypt is a DreamWorks movie. It's not gonna be here. Also a favorite movie of mine. I always watch Prince of Egypt every year during Lenten season. It is a must for me to watch Prince of Egypt. If I don't, then I will spontaneously combust. Okay, Lilo and Stitch. You know, okay. I will put Lilo and Stitch up here because I recently rewatched it. The thing is, it has been a hot minute since I watched Lilo and Stitch, but I remember I really liked this movie. I remember the first, the second, and the third spin-off movies. And then I watched the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. And it left a fucking bad taste in my mouth after I finished it. So I rewatched the Lilo and Stitch movie. And you know what? Yeah, sure, let's put it in peak. I'm sorry, Chicken Little. You're gonna have to move. Lilo and Stitch has to be here. And I'm just floored by how much the live action absolutely fucking missed the fucking point of Lilo and Stitch. And I'm just, because, you know, while I was watching the live action, it has been a long time since I watched the original. Still, I was watching the live action movie, recalling the bits and pieces of the original movie that was still very clear in my head. They made his dad the villain. Is really good at depicting an actual strike, right? Because like, if you think about it, Lilo might as well have been, if the original Lilo and Stitch movie came out today, people would be calling Lilo like aught coded or ADHD coded, because like her imagination and the way that she processed the grief of losing their parents and having Nani as her guardian now, her sister that she used to be really close with, who's now mothering her, telling her to do all these sorts of things that she's not supposed to do, yet still being coddled by her with her imagination. Gotta go, so much stuff to do tomorrow. Bye, Zacer! It's like live action Milan. It's like she was the perfect child character to have been created. And then Nani is trying to protect her in the original movie, at least. Is not Nani is protecting her from the outside world, trying to tell her that she's weird or that you know that she's gonna be taken away by child protective services. Nani was doing the hard work. She was putting it. She's not even like, she's not even a fully adult. She's like a teenager. Yeah, Nani was protecting her from reality. Like, she was indulging her fantasies, you know, giving the stuffed toy that she had, the little voodoo stuffed toy that she had, sandwiches, while she also gave Lilo sandwiches. She would do the things that Lilo wants her to do just to, you know, continue her imagination going. And then there was also this entire shtick with Stitch and the ugly duckling analogy, which didn't happen in the live action. Because I was thinking, okay, how are they going to make Stitch realize that he's bad for the family? And then how are they going to make him surrender? Because like he surrendered on his own, right? To Gantu. He was gonna surrender to Gantu, but then Gantu ended up taking Lilo instead. The ugly duckling part was so very good. Because especially when he starts realizing that his presence there was kind of tearing apart the balance that Lilo and the balance between Lilo and Nani. And he realizes it because he reads The Ugly Duckling, the one book he did not destroy in Lilo's house. And then in the live action, it wasn't there. He just realizes it on his own, and then he doesn't even confront Lilo about it. In the original, he kind of confronts Lilo about it, and Lilo kind of realizes that if you want to leave, then leave. Everybody does so eventually. It's like Lilo is so mature for her age, despite being the childish girl that she was. In the live action, it felt like Lilo was being a dick to everybody. Bro pooped out of self-consciousness, and yeah, he didn't. It was like they wrote him to be a mascot in the live action. He didn't have these realizations on his own and stuff like that. Anyway, the live action left such a bad taste in my mouth. I ended up watching the original Lilo and Stitch. I was actually going to watch the succeeding ones. Stitch Has a Glitch, Leroy and Stitch, and then Stitch Has a Glitch, and then, or was it Stitch Has a Glitch first before the Sparky one? I forget. But yeah, the other movies that came after it, I was gonna watch all of them, but I just didn't have the time to do it. But I want to watch them again because I really like the Lilo and Stitch series. Oh, I haven't watched the cartoon series, the Stitch series, and then the other one where Stitch went to Japan. I haven't watched those two properly. I haven't watched those properly. I should. Once I'm done with my Phineas and Ferb rewatch. Eto ne. Oh, it's 12 a.m. Oh god, we gotta go faster. Brother Bear. Okay, Brother Bear, I'm pretty nostalgic for. I put it a little bit higher than Hunchback of Notre Dame. Most peak, I'm well. Mine's an odd one, but I actually like Meet the Robinsons. We don't have Meet the Robinsons yet. I haven't put it up there yet. Okay, Brother Bear is kind of weird. I don't think a lot of people like Brother Bear, but with me, I feel very nostalgic with Brother Bear because of the relationship between the big bear. I forget his name, and then Kodai, the younger bear. I just like it. It's sort of a found family situation as well, and I forget. I don't want to say anything bad. I don't want to say anything wrong about the culture that they're depicting, but it's kind of like having a balance, like a nature's way of saying, because you killed one of nature, you should give back to nature, or something like that. I really like Brother Bear. I usually just hear complaining about Nani using the teleport gun to go to her dream college as if she's supposed to live her life for Lilo when opportunities allow her not to. It is a little bit lacking on the writing, but the relationship between Kodai and the Big Bear were great. Okay, Meet the Robinsons. Yeah, this shit was peak. Okay, where am I gonna put you? I don't think it's better than... maybe here? Just a little bit higher than Lilo and Stitch. I really like the message for Meet the Robinsons. I'm kind of sad it doesn't have a big enough cult following, but this shit makes me cry every time. Like the ending scene, or like the ending song for Meet the Robinsons, the entire scene makes me cry all the time. Fuck yeah, fucking love Meet the Robinsons. Got me in a chokehold for a while. And then like when I first watched this, and then you get this realization while the movie was going on that Cornelius was actually just him. And then like he married this girl and all that. When you start realizing that, you know, this was his future, I was like, oh shit, fuck, that's good ass fucking writing. Even with Goob. Oh man, the writing with Goob was also great. Joyous. Oh, the big head and little arms part. I remember that. That's like one of my favorite lines. At some point when I was younger, that was like my excuse whenever I did something wrong. Like, but I'm a little girl and I'm short and I have little arms. That's my excuse to get out of trouble. I fucking love that dinosaur. And this also like is nostalgic for me because my graduation song during grade school, or was it high school? I forget which. But one of my graduation songs was actually the ending song for Meet the Robinsons. Doesn't fail making me cry. Okay, Dumbo. All right, this one I don't remember. I don't remember much about Dumbo, so I'll put it in eh. Similar to Bambi and Dumbo. I'm sorry, I don't remember. The only thing I remember about Dumbo was the hallucination scene. When he was high as fuck. That's the only thing that I remember with all the... Wasn't there a scene in Dumbo? I remember the pink elephants. Yeah, that's the only thing I remember. That's the only thing I remember about Dumbo. And then, okay, Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, pretty good. I would put it a little bit higher than Frozen. Would I say Wreck-It Ralph is peak? This is another one of those where the twist villain works. Wreck-It Ralph was first before Frozen, right? Yeah, okay. The twist villain of Wreck-It Ralph works similar with Frozen. I like the relationship between Ralph and Penelope. I like Fix-It Felix and the hot babe that he managed to pull by being a funky dork. You are a bad guy. Doesn't mean you are a bad guy. If we are not evil, then who will crush men's skull on heavy ties? Zangief! I didn't even know who Zangief was at that time. But... thighs. The part where Ralph had to destroy Penelope's race cart that they did together and she was just crying. The voice acting was visceral. It was great. King Candy is also pretty fun. Was King Candy Alan Tudyk's first role in Disney? Because I'm pretty sure after Wreck-It Ralph, Alan Tudyk was everywhere in Disney. Turbo-tastic! He just popped up every movie after that. Okay, here, see, look. Wreck-It Ralph, King Candy, Frozen, Duke of Whistleton, Big Hero 6, Alistair Cray. Oh my god, he's Alistair Cray? He's in every Disney property. What's Oddball? That's not it. He was in Zootopia as Duke of Weaselton. He was in Rogue One as Kito S.O. He was in Moana as the chicken and the villagers. He was in Ralph Breaks the Internet as Nosemore. He wasn't even King Candy anymore. He was just Nosemore. He was in Aladdin the live action as Iago. He was still in Frozen 2 even though he's not the Duke of Weaseltown. He gives like other voices. He was in Raya the Last Dragon as the fucking tuk-tuk. An animal. Yes, he was the chicken. He made the voice of the chicken. He was in Encanto as one of the village boys, Pico. He was in Strange World as Duffel. Imagine that. That's every single Disney movie after Wreck-It Ralph. Was he in Wish? He is in Wish. My god! He has a contract with Disney. He is not allowed to leave. He lives in their basement. No, I like Strange World. I actually like Strange World. Okay, Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 was pretty good as well. I wouldn't say it's peak. I do like the characters. I think Wreck-It Ralph is better than Big Hero 6. Ralph Breaks the Internet was eh. It was like Frozen. It had like good concept, but it was just a rehash of the story between Vanellope and Ralph from the first movie, but in the internet. Encanto was pretty good. I would put it above. Do I like Encanto better than Frozen? I'll put it right. I'll put it right behind Princess and the Frog. I'm going to drive through a wall. Till he's 90? Good God, till he's 90. He's in Superman! He's in Superman! Oh, I am so excited for Superman. I'm gonna watch that movie in IMAX. I'm so excited. So fucking excited. And I'm not even like emotionally attached to Superman. I have no like nostalgic attachment with Superman, but I am very excited for Superman. Robot 4? Robot 4. Boys, wait! Wait. Is this from one of the clips where Superman was being carried by like robots? Is he one of them? It's a great Turkish movie. I'm so excited for Superman. I'm so excited. And then okay, last one, Strange World. Okay, I will put Strange World in eh. Okay, I will put Strange World in eh, but I actually liked it. How could I explain my relationship with Strange World? Did I review this in my letterbox? Yes, I have a letterbox. I don't have a my analyst, but I have a letterbox. Oh, 28 days. Sorry, ano yun? Strange World. I don't think it's here. Why dinosaurs so low? I did not rate this. I did not rate this yet. Okay. Dinosaur is eh. I'm saying it as an eh because it's like it's an okay movie. The eh category is one of those. I had memorable moments with the movie, but I don't particularly know if watching it again would make me like it as much as I did when I was younger. Fake reviewer! Please! I haven't cataloged every single fucking movie that I've watched before I made my letterbox. Eto ne. Okay, so with Strange World, I like the world building in Strange World. Very humorous style it has is kind of weird though. The character dynamics was kind of okay. The voice acting was also okay. You're Mr. MC Critic. What is MC? Mr. MC Critic? Ban her because I put dinosaur here? At Please, the plot of Dinosaur was literally moved from one place to another to avoid the asteroid, and everybody still fucking died. It was a tech demo. Dinosaur was a tech demo. Like, if you weren't here when I was doing my Pixar tier list, I have this conspiracy that some movies are being released as a tech demo to test out an engine, or like a new engine that they're trying to develop before they actually use it in the movie they were gonna use it for. Okay, when was Dinosaurs released? I need to know what movie came after Dinosaur. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, The Illusion, Treasure Planet. Okay, I have nothing to say here. Technically, all Pixar movies are tech demos. Technically, because they keep making new engines every new movie. They actually write scientific papers for the Pixar movies. Yeah, because they make like new engines every time, right? For movies, for every new movie that they use, they add like a new, like with Elio. I think with Elio, I don't know what new engine did they develop for Elio. I think it has something to do with light. I don't know if they made something new with Elio. Goal to create a version of space unlike any other on the screen. One made translucent and luminescent qualities. Define lighting and camera at the same time. There you go. It's mostly with lighting they created with Elio. Bye, Sean! Finding Nemo's a lot of water physics. Yeah. I think it was before they released with Pixar. Hold on, Pixar. Before they released Finding Dory, they released The Good Dinosaur. And my theory was that, yeah, see? The Good Dinosaur and Finding Dory. To perfect the water for Finding Dory, they used The Good Dinosaur which had like a lot of nature scenes. So that Finding Dory would look absolutely perfect. Good Dinosaur was the tech demo. Anyway. Oh, that's it! Oh yeah, Strange World. I like the... Strange World is... I don't know, but how would I say this? How would I say Strange World? I did not realize that Strange World was an adaptation of a Jules Verne book. Right? It's an adaptation of a Jules Verne book. I forget which one. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yeah, it was sort of like an amalgamation of Journey to the Center of the Earth and another one, because nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody's gonna watch it anyway. The ending of Strange World is that they are actually on the back of a giant turtle. The world turtle or the cosmic turtle. I was not expecting this entire thing. And unfortunately, I am a big fan of Journey to the Center of the Earth. I'm a big fan of this story. I haven't read the actual story, but I have watched a lot of adaptation based on Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yeah, there. Eto ne. Yeah. If you just want to watch something different, a little turn your brain off moment, you can go watch Strange World if you have access to Disney Plus. It's a pretty okay movie. I don't really know why people hated it. I don't think they hated it. The marketing just wasn't there again. If I remember correctly. What's the rating of Strange World? 2.8. What does my favorite Zoe Rose Bryan say about this? Strong start. Okay, we could just Strange World fumbles its bag after its first act and never digs deeper into characters. Yeah, the first act was pretty powerful. And then like after that, when they start getting into like the swing of things with the plot, it just kind of poofs out. Dialogue is dry, the plot is plain. The plot is pretty plain. I guess the reason why I might have liked Strange World is the world building. But the characters and the plot were like, yeah. There's also the first like actual LGBTQ main character here with the son, the young kid here. He's gay. He or she, I forget. But yeah, openly gay. So like the first character, like this is where he ends up in. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Wait, what's Zoe's ranking for animation studio? Oh, it's not there. It's not there. Okay, well that's it. That's our final list. Our top. Okay, do I want to reorganize my peak? Lion King, Treasure Planet, Beauty and the Beast. No. Mulan, no. I still... Peter Pan has the power of nostalgia against me. Tarzan 2, Hercules, Percolate, yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Do I want to put Zootopia underneath Meet the Robinsons? No, this is fine. This is a good list. I think this is a pretty good list. Dog water! Disappointed! Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Okay, let me just download this. And then I will post it on every social media platform that matters. Download image. There you go. Eto ne. Let's go here. Whoop! Let's see. Tomorrow, what is up for us? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. What is up with us tomorrow? Tomorrow... Tomorrow, eto ne. Tomorrow, we will be having Red Dead Redemption 2 finally after a week or two of not playing Red Dead Redemption. I finally get to play it again. Hopefully, I'm not as tired and cancel the stream again as I usually do on a Wednesday. But I probably won't. I'll try to stream as much as I can tomorrow. And then, like I said, on Thursday, I will be in Calcifer's stream playing Peak with Spider Lily and Midnight Callie. You love long walks. Red Dead Redemption 2 real. Yeah, I do like long walks in Red Dead Redemption 2 and accidentally shooting my horse. Almost accidentally shooting my horse. Punching people randomly, getting myself arrested without meaning to because I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Yeah, a lot of accidents happen with my Red Dead Redemption 2 streams. But anyway, and then on Friday, I don't know which one won yet. I do have a Discord server and I am currently running a poll on what we're going to be doing on Saturday, on Friday. Because for the past 2 weeks, I have been playing Marvel Rivals every Friday. But recently, today, a movie just dropped sa ating suking tindahan or the High Seas and I want to watch it again on Friday. So Friday is going to either be a movie night or a stream night, Marvel Rival stream night. Depends on what everybody has decided. Let me check. Right now, the results are Thunderbolts, watch along. Got a D&D thing tomorrow, so going to bed now. Good night, Preto! Thank you so much for dropping by and for telling... What was your favorite movie again? Atlantis? I assume... Atlantis and Treasure Planet, if I remember correctly. Hey, good night! Oh, thank you for the pad! Ito ne. So, what else? No other announcements from me. Aside from have a good night's rest. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the 3 raid train from Rhea, Calcifer, and Whisper. Hope your communities had fun watching me yap about the last 10 movies on this 60 movie list. I don't know how many movies there are, but there's a lot. Finishing it in 3 hours is impressive, even for me. I didn't know I could yap this fast for 60 movies. But hey, anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's go see who we can raid.
Pom pom pom. Pom pom pompuri.
Congratulations, Pom Pompuri, for winning the Sanrio ranking event.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
The evil has been defeated! Cinnamon Roll has been defeated! Defeated! Let's raid. Oh. You wanna raid Deme? You wanna try raiding Deme? Let's raid Deme. Can I raid Deme? I think I've raided her before. But she doesn't notice me. Let's go. Deme. A very, very popular red panda, and I'm gonna try to be noticed. Hold on. Raid message. Raid message. Here we go. Okay, be at your utmost perfect behavior as we raid Deme, okay? Alright. Oyasumi nasai. Arigatou gozaimasu. Dane minasan. Bye-bye! Oh, wrong scene. Bye!